Another one, some bro. Radio no Utia, 96.3. With TV, no, a Lawson TV, Facebook, Lawson TV. Na afei, wadaroma share, na unia so nya kwenya no so ehwe dwumadi ni be na ansam no enso edoso yepa. Abedwafo so atna sekama. Na mom kaisa dwumadi Shell ena asoya sense bufuel enso ewo Shell Garden City University School of Business ni eguso yeah, Ghana for pese we adwuma enso e wo Dubai Migration Solution Limited. Adaroma and the Ghana for enso etu kwan. OP DTF Printing Services na say e ho na bibia fa printing no bia Ghana for enso ekoye e ho Daybreak Company Limited. Makacha se enyema pa yeto na yedekwa yefie yie Daybreak na eton ede amaye ka fam se yeguso a yeto home appliances sapapa no enso ede ama Ghana for foforo yede aba product as say ekopa yede aba hybrid ye no eno so yeguso a yeton enso ede ama Ghana for bomode Betway say register with Betway twa bet no ewo Betway also no esosom bomode na fe fa ho enso agimwe Technopop 20 phone as say ewodwa so battery no strong ebetimi abo adwuma ye papa modern na kwana kwagibie enye no nko a wonim se amanfo net secretary kwa pop 20 no still no an eguso a ejiramu gidigidi Pepsodent cavity fighter toothpaste no eno enanopa ye sorry bia di twitwi ese na ayi mu a ene niam nketenkete ahyehyehye ese ase ne nyina no ye yi enso ade afi ho my events Africa eho ena say bibia fa event ho yekọ na yakohwehwe ho nsam enso eho di he properties die properties wo pesa woton wo pesa woto ni nyina di haze na eye ni nyina enso ede amaye supermarket restaurant eye bebia ye didi kuma se bom so okwa hinsan estate ye ho the love fashion mo pe hard work sato the love fashion adaroma ye guso ye ton bi ede ama Ghana for ye odunkwa no fe na ye free but mo dey na bra mo pesa mo ye mu DNA no eye blue print DNA Blueprint DNA yasoe ene ye bi kuma say asafo snake nchemu ho eho ene ye wo afa super Lovek more say mingo so enkancha say your money ye bibia o part to bia yaso na oba na waba be GP ato Santa say ye opposite to Pokuari and Loga ye opposite the police station Vama Plus Company Limited ye ene ye X drive no ade aba bema weekend ne drubu adwuma ye e won paso ye X drive prostate no eno ene ye de enso ebo ye prostate no enso e ho ban but mo dey na fei na kwajibi the World Scientific Hospital Dr. Nimo so guso who are working the liver issues bema low sperm count na so ye and oba no aba beje wa yaresa minum bio ointment mo pensa obi o wa be say o mani jai ensa no ma munya minum bio ointment ni be na mati media sasa ni sechi ensa no obejai nom Absoc Mining and Engineering Training School esa brea so ene enchira se ni yesi twi dam truck forklifts excavators ahodo ye ene ye kire Ghana for ye wo boase zongo ta bia takum emema nyina dro no bema be che e wo mpem bema be bo adwuma ye wo mpem a eye ta bia takum abrefi collections entare papa fie bo moden na fe ko hwai programs ahodo wo pentade asha eye abrefi collections aso na mekamfo edi amao coffee amwa marble stones wa open marble stones e dey swimming pool walls no open bi e dey deco e wo fie ho a eye kofi amu aso na oba na wa ba ba gibi culture code toothpaste dey twitwi yesi anapa wo sori anapa na wo dey twitwi wo sen wo koda fetwitwi wo sen be ye fita be pam enso e dey amaw K-Light restaurant say baby a Ghana fo edidi baby a Kumase ye nyina ye didi ya wan hia so ya ben hia so international school but one day na fei to fa ho time bia na fei be genuine pa enso edie Alaska Star Enterprise the Nadarama dane die catch us nyema e todi siesie dem sa wo office wo be ye fem pa de Alaska Star Enterprise Nadarama me di ma fo herbal hospital Dr. Time when so say ya bia etset so na so na mo ba be gima yaresa anopa awia time bia obepie de bomode na kɔ KFC wati okɔ KFC a na de ohia ye 39 Ghana cedis pe ye ma chips ama drink kakra na fe ya mo akokɔ so kakra master obefili good just 39 Ghana cedis pe telecell say I want to say Ghana wo pesa o browse na o browse filia telecell and make come for enso edi amao esanse no a say so mo bundle na Ghana for bia use a yetimi air browser sa Semengs vital herbal mixture and the capsules and the drain don't draw na fan again bema kona kwajibie sciatica problems all low libido was we draw Semengs vital herbal mixture high sense say home appliances ni nyina yan ene yeton sound system blenders rice cookers kettles ahodo irons afi air fryers ahodo no yen so na yeton bi enso ediama o Hepasco herbal capsules de we liver ena wo kwa akwaje edro na fe abo liver na be detoxify liver no enso edi ama Buzia Ventures na so here ena ba phones ahodo a ye koto Makion restaurants and catering services the dane dami kan o se bomodin na brana so here na afe upe bebi a udidi anye choka bia aduane na da eye Makion restaurants and catering services de do no ye ko na fe ye ko bonko mo kakra kwame any big bia boko de
ogunyame adom bibia boko
okay biggie bibia say die
na me adom ko bibia fine
fantastic kwame abo Brazil she say ye keka ko World Cup no anu no as agudi enche season no ye wi akọ World Cup kwame na we bra support Brazil die
oh say we me mind Ghana few Brazil yemenes
oh okay na okay ya me hu die me Brazil kakra me wo France kakra wo Spain kakra
the media Brazil
no
Brazil na say a tournament na Africa say Ghana ni ma me support to Ivory Coast say Ghana won dia me Ghana but say Ghana nim dia me Ivory Coast
see even say outside Africa there Brazil
yeah
wow wow big na wo wahinie
ko Netherlands so
hey
aside Ghana
fantastic
yes the orange
and I mean my boy Betis Jesse the shop Jedi Adaroma omo na edi Jesse no edi ahye nti shop Jedi ahye me Betis for Jesse Kwame ehye Netherlands nti Ghana ha big ye ene Kwame ye nwa munim se eba Jesse nsam de a
sure
the shop Jedi omo Adaroma and Jesse bia upe bia Oba club bi pa bo wan say shop Jedi ko yi ni Jesse edia bro bo mo de na kona kwaji bia nya no nko jeans any sneakers ahodo bibia fa open sports wear so ani nyina no the shop Jedi enso e wo bia ode emai na onim na so ye o South Central ye opposite the Transcare Hospital na number die frɛ no na afei baji Jesse ni bi open sneakers ni ade a ni nyina no oton bi e de ama ne number 0248 890 104 0248 890 104 the shop Jedi bamodena fe kona kwaje ni mapane bi enso eto yama komo Kwame any biggie any Ghana for na Ghana for so nchiro madwin bebre na a question of the day no aye ready a mama ye hwei na Ghana for nchiro madwin emfa question of the day no ho say amu gina hinie na a question of the day ni I say based on their national team career, play one, bench one, and sell one. In the question I hear Bisana say, national team and the year shedia. Na yemawa Kenya, Droba, Asamoah Gyan, Samuel Eto'o-Fields, Yakase Bobako. For bako etna bench ne gya bako kwan a wan e na wo bo no wan e na wo de etna bench e na wan e na wo gya na kwan ene question of the day enso eni Ghana for nchiro madwen na making kind messages no emfa ema me no ka say ma me ko Facebook na me hwe de Ghana for enso eka Kwame Adaroma na ogina hinie
kwahu so we question of the day na the funny aspect of question of the day ne say Drogba, Asamoah Gyan, Samuel Eto'o, sa players mensa we no, respectively. Obia a top scorer on the national team.
Wow.
Obia national team, Obia a top scorer. Oba a Samuel Eto'o. O check goals awashe diama a man Cameroon a 56. Oba a Asamoah Gyan a 51. Ghana has washe goals a sen Obia. Then oko Drogba so 65. So omunyina national team no bia di dwuma obia she goes by based on the question no national team asem
no correct true
enye de waye wo club because on say udi aguru be kwakofa de waye wo club de waye wo club enka ho your national team de enkwa ne yeka kwaku say national team dia de mema na sha ase Samuel Eto ne mema na sha ase because say obo national team the first thing na mostly look say there na do national team na we are talking about Samuel Eto or they Cameroon AJ African Cup of Nations 2 times 2002 and 2008 2000 and 2002 enti mema Samuel Eto asha ase then the obetina bench be ya Samuel Jan Samuel Jan na mema na tina bench na se de meton no na maton Drogba reason is simple se ye fair se ebo Samuel Jan din a more na ye national team than club side ye bo Drogba more na ye club side than national team Drogba bo na wa bo no ye bo Drogba ye hwe ni more of club side than the national team but ye bo Samuel Jan a more of national team than club side omunyi obi amfa ne man je hwe o sa Ivory Coast team no omoje African Cup of Nations na ye aturi satamet Drogba free na ye aturi na captain sa team no Antonia Samuel Jan no obi antimi nje bibia ema ne man but to me I think personally meko for Eto se obesha ase Samuel Jan on the bench then Drogba.
Daniel say ese Kwame ono ya dwen ono ebebo Eto obebenchi Samuel Jan na fe waton Didier Drogba eno message no Fabio IBS say I will play Didier Drogba bench Eto and sell Samuel Jan. Bright say Edinho ohu de onya kra o say Eto na obebo no na or the bench ama Samuel Jan na waton Didier Drogba ono so a message no Pablo Kemik say play Samuel Jan bench Eto and sell Didier Drogba. Monday Sun say I will play Eto bench Samuel Jan and sell Didier Drogba. I will play Drogba bench Eto and sell Samuel Jan if I'm Dachi in Vegas. And also a message no a champion Jima as hi Edelson me just on live from Doma Gono Krum. Drogba will start bench Samuel Eto'o and sell as Samuel Jan. You find Michael a champion. Must be shown live for Mampon. I will start Samuel Eto'o bench as Samuel Jan. In Ghana focus so much church Abubakar Sadiq say I will play Eto'o as Samuel Jan and I'm a bench and I'm a ton Didier Drogba. Biggie, what are you?
Kwaku, among these 3 players, first me you be a man start with me team based on the national team performance. Meko for Samuel Eto'o as my number 1. On the best start looking at the achievement at the national team level. So or win the African Cup of Nations twice, just as Kwame said. And then being a runner up to with the national team. I think it's that's bad. He's done well among these 3 players there. Samuel Eto'o has done well when it comes to the national team achievement. But between Samuel Jan and Didier Drogba, I'll bench Didier Drogba and I'll sell Samuel Jan. It is because Didier Drogba as a footballer, yes, on the African Cup of Nations. But if it's just about goals, the Mama Peke Samuel Eto'o, and the Didier Drogba, no, and they say Eto'o goals in the chino, he won something with it for the national team. But Didier Drogba, you know, goals and wash personal records, achievements. At the end of the day, I'm reflecting on the national team performance. As I'm watching also with the national team. In this
okay. Na come back finals no any achievements are na
I am na entire kai you do finals
eto dia no finals any achievements are na the Ghana year World Cup
Ghana at the World Cup
Africa nyina obi a washe goals kese
oh yes
you know say no so a huge achievement
of course it is but na me share the what because at the end of the day the ocean World Cup and the oye ni nyina no a sign ba be share national team goals ni mu menim say otin komo na me dinase aha nti na be mama yi Didier Drogba and so
nti there pa na wo fa Drogba on what basis goals no
yes because I be call ni Samuel Jan obi am national team nyehwe
na there Samuel Jan any Black Stars say any the Drogba a day Ivory Coast here, Diana and worshiper.
Asamoah Gyan, when it gets to the world stage, I think they no,
even at Cup of Nations.
That's a world stage in a national team.
Oh, Benka national team. But me chema ba bisi asemso.
Okay.
And until I'm saying the world stage is very huge. But already Didier Drogba so Didier Drogba led an Ivorian team. You can say the golden generation. At that time, now Ivory Coast national team, not performance into saying, not attention, not saying. It was Didier Drogba and then the other players that brought that kind of revival. And so what the Ivorian national team with that sense of belief. Say Yababa being a crop of players, I beat me a boy. So,
But Samoa Gyan did say, man.
Asamoah Gyan.
Of course, he also
led from a country African Cup of Nations for Oko finals.
Oh, Black Stars, J4 year number.
Baby Yaje.
Oh, Asamoah Gyan. Okay, did it over Asamoah Gyan. Black Stars net that form time. What I say? In so so a prayer the Black Stars. A kakete and fan custom the name. You call finals me. What I say? And down. Shares between Asamoah Gyan, what the influence about Black Stars in Gidi crowd, what the influence say, Mostati say, or GSC in now see about 2008 more echo. Between 2008 to be the prime time, be 2017, what they say period, you know. Shadana Black Stars is here, kono. Any drop of Mudia, or no crown, she stars and they go Ivory Coast. And your koyena, yaya to remuji.
No doubt. And until I make us say, me Asamoah Gyan there. Honestly, you know Asamoah Gyan is my player.
Oh, definitely.
But Ababa be cap players, you know. Obiam fan my NG. Obiam fan my NG. And then until them I pick Didier Drogba with any goals. If Didier Drogba had achieved one laurels with the national team, this is Samuel Eto'o. Based on the number of goals, and come for Didier Drogba as the number one.
Okay.
But on for my NG. And I back Asamoah Gyan on not for my NG. So I'll go for Didier Drogba. And then I'll sell Asamoah Gyan.
Me wa question bi ebisa mu ansa mako me ba na mamba bibisa mo. Prince quality say Lamine is bigger than Madrid. Who kofa sama ba Opari Michael, so my name is Tom. I'm watching the show live from Wasa Nanakrum. Starts Asamoah Gyan. Yo Yatse. Owusu Isco say I'll play Samuel Fields and I'll bench Asamoah Gyan and I'll sell Didier Drogba. No message and so and no. Sadex and Kwabena one day say me boss Samuel Fields na ma bench Asamoah Gyan. Yo Ghana focus wa mo chira wadwen and so e wo Facebook. Now I will sell okay. I'll play Samuel Fields bench Baby Jets and sell Didier Drogba. Well, anyway. It's Ghana focus wa almost so a church or margin. What I said. Anyway, you come here. And none me tie more pandits na more bridge no former footballers near there. Na obis yebisa almost say Sam Madrid bought premiership the more. So premiership the more. Enka ombedi position be. Na former players na Gary Lineker ni walkout mo ne wan mo nyina na obi eni wo de Madrid kra J-League na mo premiership ni mo a omo se nka mo be brutal
with this current Real Madrid team.
Well, yes.
Also was here specific say
yeah.
The current Real Madrid team there, then definitely Madrid best struggle.
Yeah, because how do we to position be?
Or I think say first for them and come home.
Top 4.
Yes, M500 Real Madrid or struggle no cry. No one can convince me say this current a Manchester City team no do say Man City actually Real Madrid actually there. But I'll check it the current state of Man City or Chelsea many other clubs are among above a Real Madrid. So in as much as me to me say the current Real Madrid team in Premier League on best struggle. No, but I think say first 4 they definitely will be more inside. Say on Jekrana drop free first for him. Definitely first for number part of it.
What quarter cause man will do not brutal or some Madrid be the 8.
Oh, David.
Oh, the 8.
Oh, na say Real Madrid yes say na La Liga or say.
Oh no, can leading today no mo can you.
And make sure say what the current Real Madrid team we go Premier League. Yet definitely obe struggle team men and struggle obe struggle obenya ne ups and downs by say o free top 4 nim there be what top 4?
Big now who's which Rahini?
Kwaku, Real Madrid, it's Real Madrid, and at the end of the day, looking at the current form of Madrid, and you'll be looking at last season's performance for Champions League in Moshi Arsenal, and then this season's performance against Manchester City, and now the Becca Wasem. But I feel that Madrid is Madrid, and definitely, if they are in the Premier League, at least in the top 4 spots, with them 8 with the annual day.
Well, I'm more yen brutal semester. Now, okay.
Say, so top 4 Premier League, Manchester United, Aston Villa, Man City, and Arsenal.
That's a Madrid best show easy.
I think say disrespect.
Maybe are probably and then Ocean last season this maybe are probably Arsenal, Man City. But aside these two, why not that kind of force?
I disrespect to Real Madrid.
So I walk out to
I disrespect to Real Madrid. I disrespect to Real Madrid.
Because someone Obi or that's through La Liga, you cannot disrespect him like that.
Yeah. There's a La Liga no Gusana.
La Liga
because the same way. Okay.
I had disrespect because Omo Premier League top 4. Omo bro Real Madrid. Omo no. Manchester United are 4th. Real Madrid in the league but not the first. Aston Villa would say and yet third. Real Madrid were the first. In Newcastle say Real Madrid Premier League. Oba be the A4. Real Madrid. On say
Barca for no do on Jim. We see 15th. Obviously 10th position. The Barca for no do on
okay, Barcelona as we say.
What a job. So Barcelona oh don't want job say be the 15th.
Oh there.
Okay, Kwame.
Madrid team then say sir.
Na me cry there. Na dey asem crane. As a season we move for buo kra Madrid cry. Kwame mama come on and nsam no so for Emram Robert joining our television also Lawson TV, Facebook Lawson TV. Now fe wa joining no game say ekoso let's go Bilbao Eshemienu Elche enso Eshe Bako Sassuolo ewa the Italian Serie A Eshemien San via Hellas Verona enso Entimi Ansi Germany Bundesliga Mainz 05 Eshe Bako Hamburger enso Eshe Bako French League A Brestois Eshemienu Olympic Marseille enso Entimi Ansi na game say bekoso enso ewa English Premiership onenie ebonomian San Aston Villa and Leeds United bebo Brentford enso and Brighton and bebo Chelsea enso and Burnley bebo West Ham United and Bournemouth game no 5:30 and number 8 p.m. Manchester City Everton Etihad no atonsa at the Afre Newcastle and the games bekoso Real Madrid game and na omni Osasuna no 5:30 and a game no and so bekoso Atletico Madrid and the Espanyol game no and also 8 Italian Serie A Juventus and the Como game no and so 2 Lecce and Inter Milan 5 p.m. Cagliari and Lazio and so Bundesliga Germany Bayern Munich and so and Frankfurt game no and so 2:30 and no games and also bekoso and so Hona for UEFA 4 and so at the fine at the Barcelona and bet you 30,000 euros and for Emma Wilson and I know Barcelona and so and Slava Praha Ebono did kind Barcelona Emma supporters no at the Flash no and so Eura Stadium more bet you 15,000 after another 15,000 Barcelona and so late see I know arrangement at UEFA 4 and so I say Barcelona bet you any money we yes ha as some and so to Barcelona me no can say good news I want at the Chelsea say now say ya guso ya discuss say da bain Chelsea enim won Chelsea atade omo no Chelsea atade na enim no sponsors beba esanse emre Chelsea for na 3 and na enim omo ya guso ya twen Chelsea club for 1 year na enya sponsors and for more me no can say finally Chelsea enya sponsorship IFS AI company wa ba sponsor Chelsea tifiti na ekwai say Chelsea air ball no say enim won ya tire IFS na just say AI company no and after you maba sponsor Chelsea until 2028 and also sponsor Chelsea for I think that this is good news and so at my Chelsea now good news no mama more bad news kakra also so say me no can say Chelsea players will be penyifo no so mo no one ate kokoko na bia doorbell bi esu wan nie na play back aba market na mo de ma mi sika na wo form asemi susu se sika we die emuame na Chelsea for aka chance wo de ko ye be ye hu bibi ade ama Chelsea for na so bo ha 2 days na for France so aba sika wo de ma ye ne nyi wo sika yi mo hwe na fa mu fa bi enso emfanka ho fa ma ye na ye betena sa Chelsea for empanyimfo no se eya adolso dodo into ma catch plus na se eye case by case omo show bi ade mako na bom enka ombenya nka Chelsea plus nya bo che kakra ne mo season ni wie na fa omo restructure wage bill na kakra esansa plus ne bi se omo tia se James on a Jessica kese 250,000 pounds a week no problem Wesley for fan amwe engzo mwe wo my say kai said there's 150 die eswa Kopama 130,000 pounds a week or see eswa Malo goes to Cradia was start say eye complaints ono bo boy woman 45,000 pounds a week say saying pay for bon for sikane bi enso enfan kan travel chaloba 50,000 ono so eye complaints pay for be enfan kan Robert Sanchez say go all day na 60,000 pounds a week there and pay for no Robert Sanchez sikane form omo for AB enso encounter Chelsea for pay for no say plus thing ya bocha ye season na o may restructure kakra na Marco Kurela de betena say and now no Chelsea for FA chire edi ni sika ne bi edi aka ho edi ama no na mom Marco Kurela no omde sika ne bi aka ho de ma no omanfa contract ne bi ansa nka ho yes no omanfa bi anka ho na de betena say Marco Kurela yi enye possible say bia 2 years ni obasan so ato aso edi ama Chelsea ehu Marco Kurela say enche ebia somewhere by the following year ebia na Marco Kurela enso efi club de moko eno ensama yeti edi efi Chelsea so ye eba Hurricane as a 500 goals the meant say na Bayern Munich game amone Frankfurt bebo no empanyifo no aya arrangements na fei o ma ye bibi edi ama Hurricane say o ya de etuma de wo bebo bi papa edi ama Bayern Munich into ombe ana branch for the Hurricane after scoring 500 goals na make Bayern Munich in some na ye be Bayern Munich training grounds eka Chelsea say he snowbia na airto ho na unim say senior boys na be see aye training na o prepare for game against Frankfurt niti yes staff no na was so mukofio obi wo kra na wapon and so man say decide say on be use no ni na de free ho ama boys no so aye train no mu wie and of some company and the place no ekwada staff for na sesama ya de papa ma join club no and say eno ensama and so epf buy mu nchira so aye ba mami Declan Rice na yam komo Declan Rice say hwe EPL no waka che ne place no say as I say, and there is nowhere EPL ube winia. Ye big jai mudiamo free say we are Arsenal. It is so ni born but also teams I cannot compete Arsenal and I say Arsenal edition it say as I said from the last minute cry bono as I say Arsenal fighting for the premiership afei or so akache supporters no say obey him or say na compem say season be na we no say supporters na momra na mo beta omachi na say o mo disappoint mo na bom mo beta omachi na ne mo betimi aboama team no so etimi start say age trophies na mo open no na compem say season be na we na Arsenal supporters say declaration catch am say full support monta bia yet say edi efina so ye enso eba ma me Real Madrid na yenkobon komo kakra na eno na me catch say Real Madrid for no na jo eno me ko Pamplona na fei o ma kwa kwasia kan na wonim say boys na eba no ye hwe when dey come am training grounds so boys na ebe pack o mo cars e wo training grounds so ye koya oh na unim say supporters na the banner kesi akọ ho na banner yi die na ho boys na the cars ni twam a na banner na ebo ho the cars ni twam bon say banner na ebo na banner ben a na yakọhwe ya Vinicius Junior ene Kylian Mbappe omumienu ana Real Madrid supporters na aye banner edi amam so mo tawo machi de be se bia mo musuro kra Real Madrid enso etawo machi ye pa well anyway boys na ekoye training area no na wonim say training no Lawson the eterness still no ano ne nine emuwie no mpanyifo so 1 week onko tinechire fami Real Madrid training ground say na yankobon komo kakra esanse eda militao yenim se we pra wanye training Rodrigo Guashi de ye wunse no ne physio for no enso enam achirewa na individual training and Rodrigo Guez so join on television so Rodrigo Guez no Real Madrid na and also air training Jude Bellingham and training Dean Howson they didn't catch us still no on fully fit apart from that there obi okay ain't see omuye training ni wie and a Madrid for and so eco far plane and omuko Pamplona and run na jo here as a good year. Here Pamplona hono supporters look go just airport wo airtrain Real Madrid enya some kids away chema Madrid in here no mama Madrid for fans Vinicius Junior drew one wow master ni panu ko go Vinicius Junior so timu za vini no na saying our support brutal ain't Vinicius Junior na any Madrid team no and Edru airport among for enso Emma Madrid fans no na unim say Abelo a acheche nsem no mu bebre na Abelo asehwa ade ato Vinicius Junior no okasa o imagine kra no a ontimi ono wababo ni bi pen wo hu senkofo edidi na tembe bre penemom se obi bedidi na tempa na se obeti se obi edi obi atam ade ne kala afro ni pakro so ya do de sebi antria chese entwa ye bako kro se sa de ne de e wo se UEFA ni manim ya punishment bia na e wo se de ma sa ni pakro no yen so enfama sa ni pakro so obo Trent Alexander-Arnold apaso essence obi with Trent Alexander-Arnold quality ho and the boy Paul and so Edema Madrid was it Jude Bellingham so still no one on your fit or see Jude Bellingham or here Jude Bellingham Real Madrid team no say obi bekas own challenge say ba kokran fama Jude Bellingham na Bellingham embebo ball no so nkobeye Osi Bellingham on here no team no na very unfortunate say still no one Bellingham and so entimi and radio betimi sakan and so Edema Madrid and as training ba ko Eben say what's here Asema Jose Mourinho e kan fa Vinicius Junior ho and also hwe the betimi aka ne obia wo ho kwan sese o kan yo ka inti se Jose Mourinho aka bibia asam na anya Vinicius Junior de so prese o twom onka asam ne bi wo de ye fa nche no na mom obia wo right sese o kan yo ka na mom ono so Abelo no insist se saade bia fa racism wo bia no eni kwan se etimi yeso so enso e football mu na make us answer way the other kind mommy Preston here with him say no nkofo bi website bi just your boy na Edema Madrid edi share Edema Benfica community Madrid na mo bobo no with him so mo ko Osin Jesse no na obi ba so be €1,000 edi abefa Jesse no enti oya so all tuana na man for start say omu didi website for your terms about hey obi aba allegedly wakoka chiro bi say bi oya atoya mo so saa ne ma no so and yes website no mu close website no da wani manimu no a na no na emu and UEFA for the document saying and the come Benfica say Benfica for mo fama mo player Prestiani na on be church me say yenya video evidence bia na all can be and the actual Vinicius Junior na mama ncham ye mama sa so benya sa video no ade amamia na video no the video way na aba UEFA for ede koma Benfica for say mo krache no mo hwe na no ye na boy no so e woni nchire mo de akoma UEFA na Prestiani say no kre say odi Vinicius Junior tam sebi so ka kire Vinicius Junior so ye gay o so kansa Eriche Vinicius Junior but say one pass or catch a Vinicius Junior say Vini sebi we are doing it or so one can it me patros say testimony na a brand here for the Pestiani koye no different from the ordain na no ehye na tade no o kan ye no eno de enye hu ye so o kan sa ana say wan kasa there was video evidence na UEFA for ko bi sa boy no say no kre eno de statements are or the Vinicius Junior tamba say pass or catch a Vinicius Junior say so ye adoi de o say wan kan for Article 14 sebi sa statement no we e wo park so a e ho punishment ebeba into UEFA for no e kwaya sa punishment man e na mde mama Prestiani but say adua na say nya adua ne de ye sempanyfo no enso guso mo ye investigation na lawyer ba ko asori say ha UEFA for we investigations ni wie na ekoba say boy akwara for the Prestiani wan kan cha Vinicius Junior say Vini oya adua Kylian Mbappe ye do be court Bob ho o me say kan che Kylian Mbappe say court de otwiri mu tan obekọ esan say wo Mbappe wo ye den na wo say akora yi e ka kire Vinicius Junior so oyade 5 times say UEFA for your investigations ni we lawyers for no say crachi akwa no o me cheche me san say ogu akora no hu fi wa say akora no poto Kylian Mbappe enso embe cheche mti say asam no de me say enya nan ba ko kra ye go so update bi apa ye wan sam enso ed babra me ka Kylian Mbappe nsam na 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 me ka kire say oni PH ntokwa no so ye nyanko wie ye esan say and once and send bebre me catch us court e catch PhD send a website one on kono publish in some way see or court in your court ruling on Fanton website na PhD for no catch Kylian Mbappe so almost strano Kylian si asema you na e my publish sade san say kwato website no ye gu hu anim asejai hu sa club no bo ban you nti ka yen twa so and Kylian Mbappe say hey Munko ya court ruling na munye de moye no munfa court website no so animu ya na PH for no many option bia omde ahometie Kylian Mbappe antia say judgment na da PH website enzam ewom and amanfo start king kind judgment no na ore sika mama list na hade sika omutuatua de ba Kylian Mbappe nyasam kitwo $36.666 million sa sika na third installment of the signing on fee after 3.6 million be paid leave on his bonus master now $17.2 million and also so and aketua etua man April May June sika kesia ye tua de man Kylian Mbappe ni nyina akọ agogu website say Kylian Mbappe once say PH won some bebre and Luis Enrique and so kwatena press conference say and central for Ebisa no say Vinicius Junior some no wate na wo obibi kan efa sansam no na papa no ha hwe video no a ne question ye bisa no timi say essentially ni bisa no question na say question we asa o high adwendo wo hwe ne post no a o wi na oyi ano say nsam a mo keka bebrebe nyamfa so bie ni so o say nya important se boy na be apologize so we ase muntwa so ase dede no dos we ase too much sansa say ehu hia wo say ne we sia ye nanim na amanfo na Luis Enrique obeso kire say also racism so na say by papa no say ntisa but ase mfaso bi ase dede no dos too much.
Ce que je peux dire sur ce sujet, c'est rien d'important.
Eya na man fast say asodie si ne so pruta sa papa master ye ni abre wiase nyina ni abre e ka racism nsamo a owe wani mu a wo dey answer question na che say ye ni abre ni de wani ye mbre kra no ansamo a eno so afi papa no enso aso ye eba ye to aso na man fast stories awon from bro mama Liam Rosinia say ha strikers the Ojina Park so a obi apese o shego obi apese o ten no shoot near man and fans name ono ne striker enye se goals nkwa na we say we show us dabi onya ne niam sa also de wetimi aka ne se ohwe na ohihye ne tima e was 11 players munyina ye attack am ko attack bi ye defend ya munyina mbe defend bi into also ohia striker se game no yeah, born ni wa ube ye ten. I was so ban be defend it. I was so ban be press it. Or so type of strikers ni bi no pe. And unti na Brown Stefan and Liam Delap no. Onye na dwen so oyine enso edne fi bobo ko ni mo. And now make papa ye frano papa frano Liam Rosinia enso asam no. And now Romeo Lavia born no obobi. See the BC Esha boss area Chelsea under 21. Omni Leeds United game no. Romeo Lavia be boni bi. Abraham Sen ebo boni bi. About 45 minutes. Na now him say Liam Rosinia and so akoshe Romeo Lavio chire and na all money type of place crachi me hwe ye so bo no betimi abana me mfa na meka sinya tim ni ho ana wa ye ready ana o china bi onkonko pra inti Liam Rosinia no na nya ono nko a wunim say Chelsea players no so eko support Abraham Stefan Romeo Lavio na nsu to enso ko pama ekoshe bi Tosina Darabia yo enso ekohwe Liam Delap enso ekohwe bi supporte Abrantia ye friend Romeo Laviente eno ensam bia eno so ekoso na game no ekoso no wonim se obi kocha Romeo Lavia pass no si etwa no ha na Chelsea coaches ni yema se kri ha e dia no ha na Romeo Lavia fei ana kakra oba akwa ne twa ne se ne Romeo Lavia si kemu no na Chelsea penyufo no yemu ahye omo pass na akwa no sanso ko probie wana da meta no pei ene se Romeo Lavia se no ho ye problem be so enso edi ho eno ansama yete enso edi afi ho na theory on we say Barcelona bokuo no wa monitor mo won say Lewandowski kwa enye obia keke ene se replace Lewandowski say Barcelona ehia proving number 9 na ball no towa na o se go number 9 na ball no eda ho onim se ne go no okata ne kura no a obobo na betime report mu ono de o se ne suggestion no say strikers beat self Victor Osimhen Erling Haaland Harry Kane mu bi ene o se Barcelona enso ekofa o se ma Barcelona lower standard no kofo bia afofro keke bia ma esensa Barcelona number 9 ni de omu ye striker obema omu proving striker bi 25-30 goals a season and be and Barcelona for enso ehia omu team no teni mani we ya no Barcelona for enso enye wadom ko fa bi emra the maintenance up to now Barcelona City Council no license Barcelona for epe license 1C no still no anu form Barcelona ye asemi e de asemebo Barcelona ehia license 1C 62,000 capacity na omode a support na after my come back against Atletico Madrid nebom the maintenance still empanyimfo no se dabi na Barcelona board na say enye ye dia omo all trust no mo akase beto ticket e dia mo opposition baako na afei omo ba betena wa aye dede enso e dia matim ne sansa plus na ka empanyimfo no say omo ye all trust no dede no se na be ya Barcelona so beti enye the needed win against Atletico Madrid sa come back na omo epe e Copa del Rey ni mo nyame adoma Arsenal and Tottenham refi obegizam ye di kan e de din e dia mo wendra Peter Banks na ye say papa Premiership referees and the games in India or no and a show red card do pa chale watch na munya mu nimbre Arsenal le Tottenham no ko diagram play ba ko be di red card pay yes say wa 3 red cards afei yellow cards mako 72 tutu say we enche na we ni card enche na we ni card na team my friend Tottenham omanya new coach say na unim say na jo players ni nyina ekosia dinner na players no ekosia no de ewo camp coach ni so obi ama hobi and the technical team of Tottenham Hotspur and the players na eno musia and omo bobo mo nkomo na ego e catch up safe na maba nyame adoma me first game here monyere mo ho mo kekam ho na fei mo koye bibi enso information say na first training no enso ekoso ego to do the first training no enso ekoso na nya sam keto tum say eni prayer baba pay the first game bia no ohye na obetinya sha Arsenal na no question amanfo so abisa no say ebefa na de den kan say Tottenham Hotspur injury situation at saying mama ego to do no yembisa no say Dominic Solanke Richarlison Pedro Porro omo te say say yate so why complaints say aka just 13 players per senior players no aka 13 na sa 3 players you omo available na ego to do.
Solanke, did you say he's ill?
Yeah, he has some problem during the week with his throw, taking some antibiotics, but he will be available for the game.
He's the only one who's ill. There's not other players who are ill as well.
No, Richie is back. Tel was there. So all others you already know. Yeah.
Pedro Porro, did you mention him?
No, next week.
Thank you.
No on your fit. Never Richarlison and so a back and no answer yet say and so at the FE yet was where na mama Mikel Arteta na yankobon komonso ewa Teta and so aswear na ye bisa Teta say unim say ego to do say Tottenham new coach one na ebebo na ono so omo game with Tottenham no ko hu ni tactics na obey dey and so where they say any problem was say season way e see bear 7 times inti ono the only problem bia no dey wetimi aye ne say obako way back coaching ejuma bia no a papa ye fa na ego to do aye bia no so man analyze sa way back Juventus na one team so manage nyina o so man ye ni nyina nso munim de papa na eba ba yenko te Mikel Arteta as some of the first game of ego to do against Mikel Arteta.
Tottenham Hotspur knowing that Thomas Frank is in charge, and this is now his first game in Igor Tudor.
Well, I think it's happened 7 times already to us this season, so we are getting used to it. We have analyzed everything that he's done in his career, in different clubs, different formations, the players that they have available, and from there, of course, we will have the capacity to adapt in relation to what the game requires, but the main focus as well is on what we have to do to win.
Finally, for
Teta and so eka na nsentwafo ni bisansa wate say Arsenal bottless word way obi aka bottless ane etwere Arsenal e dia kan mo de mo bottle league ni sisi a and also no sansam no sa bottless na mo keka wate na mum ono any vocabulary mo debi there bottless dabi.
The word bottlers has of course been used quite a lot.
The word?
Bottlers. I've been used a lot since Wednesday's draw. So you're obviously top of the Champions League, top of the Premier League still. Do you think that's fair, and what's your thoughts on the actual tag?
That's individual opinions, perspective, and you have to respect that. I mean, that's part I said after the press conference. You lose 2 points against Wolves in the manner that the game played out, you have to take it in the chin. That's it. It's part of our role.
For you, what would constitute a team being...
So eka na anana sanchofo ebisan se ha na womte wonders for she uwie wokọ omo Twitter ne TikTok so mu huru sei na wo twetwe Arsenal for na wohu sa videos no anana so wehu na mom ye pon ye no womte wonders for coach Rob Edwards tested the message say team say we show mo league ni mu nyina Arsenal na nimbo ni bo o say eno ne ade ehia no enye de obi te nkofo na adimi na oto na odidi ono Mikel Arteta asem no odidi na tam debi the coach the kind in the
No, what I read is the press conference of Rob, their manager, before the game, and what he said about us, and then what he texted me, that he thinks that we are the best team in the league by far. I'm much more interested about that than any other thing that I don't know who posted or whatever, especially because I don't read it.
Catch and say, oh no, any team na the best team. I know near dear here we got data. Now no the emphasis ben was so. Mami Diego Dallo na komo kakra na say Diego Dallo. He minka so Manchester United legend na. Diego Dallo obo team na che brutal. Legend Diego Dallo. Na unim say Diego Dallo na ye bisa na say ejuma miensa bay. Ena ne ye din pa na say we say ejuma na pressure wo so pa. O say ejuma baako. So we are Manchester United manager. Ejuma mienu. So we are Manchester United goalkeeper. Ejuma miensa. So we are Manchester United striker. Also say ejuma miensa. Obre brutal. So we are United for manager. So we are United for goalkeeper. They be a show ani edu atam na big abets na no nana. Eno nano didi onana tam sa. Or say ejuma na eden. We are striker so na niema nkoya. Ye di begu so say ejuma miensa. Brutal. Now Diego Dallo so no as long as I say ono bobo de Manchester United or say Manchester United just here or no on just on Sradi on hide da www are you proud of being Manchester United player? Hey, legendary.
As long as I wear the shirt, I will not hide and I will not play the victim.
The spotlight and the attention that you guys get, what's it like when you're, because you've been at times been made maybe a scapegoat at times, stuff's been personal maybe sometimes. What's it like for a player in today's game to deal with that type of stuff?
I think it became a little bit more difficult because of obviously what is happening online. Unless you live in a cave, you're going to be aware of what is being said or what is happening. My football career, professional career was all the time here. So I had to learn how to balance that. I had to deal with it.
Oh no, they say what's in your man was but as long as we see kind of Manchester United so no all better was saying when we debut sans if we say football no also social media no we are dying you be can fan who be all better what is into the beer na a book place ni bia bem name mo no pa David or say maybe of Benjamin Sesko and or catch Benjamin Sesko say Manchester United now waba no who say goal social media so na kwahwe de nkofo betwere de afọ meka cha se wiase mu nyina na we the best striker na mom wunim na wuhie na goals ebia 2 games when timi anse goal a the same people be sa ka cha se wiase mu strikers nyina wo na wasa oso sa asem we Ronaldo and a catcher no abroad Manchester United or say Ronaldo say football no the man Ronaldo catcher and say football amedi ma wi that's it so the memo before front or say Ronaldo football the man no and or the man Benjamin Sesko say we say goaler the whole world we no ni ball no ball san far yen go tie Diego Dallo.
You know what will happen here? You will score 1 goal and they will say you're going to be the best striker you're going to be the next one. And when that happens, I need you to be the same guy the next day. Cristiano came to me and said one day, listen, what I'm doing with you now, you will do one day with another player. That's why I do it. That's why I like it, because I see that you care.
Free Diego Dallo and so ye banra me catch us Crystal Palace for Omni Oliver Glass na eguso crucial meeting say board of directors na say Abrante fan Oliver Glass na onto so na onye na adwuma on say season e beba na wie a adwuma no so ode beto ono so be kwesan sefa so be ni so some kofa coach for e de enaba enti Oliver Glass na enso ento so enimanimu ya na fe unless say we for enso e be Manchester City for say 253 accounts e wo website o make delete ni nyine de free sense na no Manchester City for ne Galatasaray for ebo home stance wo ko hwe ya Galatasaray for supporters nko an go on so what e de na go so sa no afei ko ye hwehwemu a sa na Manchester City supporters ni bi na aton ticket na say he Sani may yanso so so enti yes account supporters na account o ma gini nyina de afri o mu sem se sani ma no omo enso so bio and I know na Sergeant Ratcliffe ekoka asam efa nipa no mo fi England o ma kwotena wa asese o ma gi kro na boso ekofa sansem bebre e de abei de na metena se na amafo ehwe no mu senka the English FA e de tabo enso ebeto Sergeant Ratcliffe so nemom de metena se mpanyifo no kwotena se no so no problem o de e warning keke e na mo de ama Sergeant Ratcliffe so ontwa so Emane kasa nsem no bi onhu se bebi o no se bi okasa emu oduye pa enti English Football Association no enso e de acha papa no se o de move on Emane enye sabio na ena Manchester City and Newcastle game no among force a big game if so no lie enye big game na edi how ene ye bi sansa papa aden edi no Newcastle club kakraka say money Manchester City be boa ye shem woto aden edi no na ekoso Newcastle for sa and also they be amoba City wa ye mistakes mistake inti say o metimi ashe Manchester City sa mistakes no mo ye na e so mutwa so no mo limit sa errors no
painful defeat that we've suffered, especially at the Etihad. I think you grow from it, led by an outstanding manager. They continue to be the benchmark, in my opinion. I think for us, every time we've played there, we've made too many mistakes. Not massive ones. I don't think you have to make massive ones there to lose the game, but big enough mistakes to cost us the game, and they've been too good for us.
So I can ask now for technical director your friend James Ellis or say Jumano enye or onye bio and also Eddie Jumano and so Eddie Atuo or Sasuna for coach Alexio Lichi and also more central for Mohamed Snen and a Mokas I Madrid team enye papa it's Madrid team you here why really I'm betting me Asha Madrid say hey muchas and some no cre or someone central for Debia Madrid team enye papa and so weekend be a Madrid for shit. As a Madrid for our winning runs, our game no more born our league anymore. Into Sa narration, I was I Madrid for the Sa no motia and a Musuno mo bind the debut Mulus also sounds some and credit. Madrid was good team. Into unfair mentality no go run the team no can't almost a Madrid team in your Madrid for a very, very good team. Into also prepare ye for that particular game, make Madrid and some no Nico Schlotterbeck or no and I made to say still no Madrid for technical team, Madrid for management still defend our more panel Nico Schlotterbeck say yes omo analyze Magay omo analyze Dio Pamecano Ibrahima Konate and Nico Schlotterbeck omo analyze four center backs Schlotterbeck and Madrid form penny phone esusu say or not the right person one also met me Esakan and so ediamo or profile ni binema mo hwe no the same way and Nico Schlotterbeck and so I want a brand no and so bet me abo Madrid e pant nyame adoma omo and Jude and tima ye fa no Borussia Dortmund good relationship esansa Jude Bellingham bae omo Dortmund for good relationship in some call for Nico Schlotterbeck Arsenal for the meeting say omo didi Rafael Leao ho nkomo esansa Leandro Trossard omo wuni ye Gabriel Martinelli omo wuni ye enti sa de ne yan wahwe before friend na mate sa branti a ye fe no Rafael Leao e players se mpanyifo no e di nkomo enso e de akọ akire ye pa na mame Tio Walcott and then call for Mukoko, Jacobi Sebisa Madrid in Semi. Na Mwampa Sassay, send penny for moi. Na ye be some Madrid for some over premiership on the position by ya. Na Mumpenny for Tio Walcott, Timishan Yamin catch Madrid for say Madrid Bedi 8. Yan got here to Walcott. Na Oria Madrid for the Becabiach and a paper. and say and also ready at one some and so at the bro and you're ready Mami Michael Carrick and Yami to my Juada Everton and Manchester United and Besia kind the kind Manchester United supporters ne party Manchester United camp a pro injury situations at the same Messi Mount while ready now plus bang and they are available Michael Carrick.
Team news now looking ahead to Monday. I think you mentioned Mason Mount could be close back to fitness for Everton and De Ligt. Do you have any kind of updates on those especially?
Yeah, Mason's getting closer. I think we're really we're going to be patient as well, and we have been patient with him. So we don't want to push anything. He's an important part of the group, Mason, and we want him back and fit, and he'll have a big impact for us. So he's getting closer, which is good for us. Matter a little bit working towards it, but as I said last week, he's a little bit behind Mason.
Now, Mami Everton for coach David and now also Michael Carrick Abasse say or said Juma Michael Carrick Abaye or Manchester United no lots of respect what the man is so buy said Manchester United and he said no we see Bobo any nay send Manchester United Bobo idea or say lots of respect and a war Edema Michael Carrick.
We try and challenge for the positions higher up the league if we can. So we want that to continue.
How different are Manchester United are you facing now under the charge of Michael Carrick, obviously, compared to what you faced at Old Trafford earlier this season?
Well, I don't think there's any player changes, that's for sure. I think it's roughly the same players just about as what Ruben had when he was in charge.
I'm going to be honest, so I can't from Barcelona for training grounds. Now, Yanko Bonko Makakra and so it sounds and now Gavi. Gavin won Barcelona supporters and penny for the Mujide brutal. Now it was a training, you know. Gavi 10 no boss shot out here sound and I would say and someone will come with that to Tawasuneti, they are so our training grounds. Said yeah, Barcelona for the what GD or Gavin mu brutality on a Marcus Rashford and now almost so air training Sano and on some of you say PFU about Pep Guardiola say FIFA ni UEFA for Sebi Munjin football no what say or say football no person football na fair a pra every football no when a ball no very nice e was some more space oboboa 4 days no asan swabo say fixture see mark can bombe bre or some for so be anywhere was so Pep Guardiola and I to us waka say now say what is forecast Manchester City every season now almost set what was so say sa Liverpool season now mutadi example no so on 19 who crowd that say City for beka sa around no nemom or sequana Liverpool for so airport no there was no way and there was some dropping point into say Liverpool performance na motivating Manchester City emanitiminya sa 12 wins no on the bounce and on say Erling Haaland no more cast on say Haaland roll to the beer on my Haaland imagine wings work a crown for ball from was for so be so Haaland number 9 beer no begin they be out the Haaland begin number 9 they say goal and I also share and so ediefi Erling Haaland wo and no and someone on also e canoni madweke say yanka say what say sanko for can say sebi or arrogant and a madweke de bia we page na beti o senya no kre muntwa sansam no so na Nico Williams and unim say sebi na yas na ye ne no o England o yes ko de by England ekwesia doctors for and my doctors for no so ehwe na yas na edema no enu anwumre and ohwe no flights no private jets and so ebedru ye na no de car ebefa no a ono aka what's name a driver Edeba Sama me Sansanal and Rana let's come Bilbao for so airport ball into right from the airport and a bus stadium also so ever supporting the team no answer etimi ewinye Patrick Dogu the metena say aka kete now already tennis since last month mo baby and Patrick Dogu enso e prime name yes the injury no sene nema na esikeka kone de eye mpanyifo no se eye pa asa nema e flow kama enso ede ema no ensam no don so nemom e wo se ye disi na afa kwame enso eni abedwafo enso etoa so kama na Everton for se nyame adoma season ba na wie ya ombeba for Liam Delap inti ebehwe se drew osusu a Barca for so ebetiasia openyi kwame dela Ghana food till your monko man.
Yeah, ne one kasa oni pazo so bevdo.
Why?
Enya mahoni.
Hey! Na February pan de Chese Nyankopon said that in February for power.
And Mahoney baby.
Oh, that's great.
And my Mahoney, happy birthday. When him say na I eat the asini. And Mahoney.
But Kwame, you can say holy month pa no February.
I don't know.
Hey, a concron months man a concron in February. Ah, say. David, Kwame.
I say how na dey shin tisana.
Oh, me dey fear that Friday.
Me away fa.
Inti, che Kwame, you trust what? February day. February day. Sir. You can say bibi a concron February.
And them man content and content.
Mahoney, happy
birthday. Good brother.
Oh, way back. Great guy.
I am your mom, papa.
Oh dear, but Dari waha.
Oh, how do you?
Oh, my big nyawa.
Oh, David.
Big nyawa was watching.
One say, the free. I do as unity Holy Baba.
Oh, Mahoney, the Oyadi. Mahoney, the Oyadi. Holy Baba Sumaminchiano.
Yes,
but Dada Miachepa still a so.
So or maybe tena da mi am ko sobe o da mu se wa lesbia na fi de makura
holy asako behind dine for go from or dine behind dine menu
we di akomni nchiremu
he say you know or maybe san date or sisi say no na ade abaso nti or the bako eye for the stay no the bako so aye won komra
nti nkomona na de no chichi mra fi na Matias
holy say the abano no tenye mu ase bigi we baby oti na san so high for baby
na kra se bigi kra
mu anu akoda
na kra bigi mi huni
ye
na kra mi huni
go say e ade aba minim da
na kra mi huni ne kasa ni bibia ene ko bia o ye yo
mama me hu bibia one day fi
ye ba to be da fi
Kwame ye won come
kwaku me da sena ma me nchia obibia ena no pay de o he wo TV de o hwe wo radio matches dodo na na wo Europa ye ba be di hu komo bebre because me sure say ena wo di coast ne be ba bonten amankofo so akotwa akodi bi ma me sha say free England Chelsea ebo Burnley ene kwaku say me peke Chelsea bobuku no na me fa Burnley a sa two clubs we me fa mu mienu say me hwe omo me analyze omo one me hwe quality ekura Chelsea a Chelsea team owo Cole Palmer owo Enzo Fernandez owo Caicedo owo a lot of quality Estevao na me dey compare Burnley team a Marcus Edwards any players owo ho a in terms of quality Chelsea twi Burnley for no bebre uye no to nchen a me hwe table na ewo Premier League no na me hwe Chelsea position Chelsea order 5th na me dey compare Burnley order 19th fa difference ni mu twe fe no sa to nchen me say hwe two clubs a since 2017 Burnley team share Chelsea from 2018 ebe sine omo last 12 games Burnley team share Chelsea enti quality league table no baby a Chelsea da any records no anka wasa sa match wi eni se meka ho asem anka wasa meka ta mani am say Chelsea ko share 3 Chelsea ko share 4 Chelsea ko share 5 because o kakakakra Burnley ni Chelsea say ni emutwe ba kwaku metia say minti min fa min sense me bon kase match we ni chenchina Chelsea kwa akoshe because enche bia no ye hu Chelsea boku a what na fie abra na okobo Leeds United na Chelsea what quality say Leeds na Chelsea either better position than Leeds na Chelsea what better record than Leeds ye say game na say Chelsea first 2 goals were taken no ma be Leeds ababa betitika enti se wo check Chelsea na nsen e wo fie a emfa hu ni opponent a Chelsea be hia e ya Chelsea wo fie no ontimi convince ye mu bi enti se Chelsea be bo fie a match sa onim se wo se ye fode ma Chelsea no obon se na Chelsea na nkasa akwa no ma ye din kakra na Chelsea akwa bre enti ene game no mejitu mu se bibia mu ni Chelsea na wo se win game no mejitu mu se Chelsea a huge favorite to game nim by me ntimi enye 100% convince say Chelsea wo fie no se obaba ebetete Burnley bobu ko na se ontete enura na me ye me research about Chelsea kwaku se one notice here Chelsea a 30 goals 30 goals na Chelsea ashe no. The first 15 minutes Chelsea are conceded 6. The last 15 minutes were conceded 9. So combine here, first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes, Chelsea are conceded 15 goals. And half of the goals are Chelsea are conceded. And a big problem in Chelsea. Because the entire season, we are talking about a Chelsea club who conceded 30 goals. But when we say 30 goals, the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes, or they are conceded 15. And half of the goals are conceded. And the chair what they about say defensively, Chelsea issues kakra mubobo konim. Because a team now first 15 minutes concede goals are a chase a team omo lack readiness game nim. Because anke shake game asia obia wo energy obia no sound pressure ni obia so by Chelsea so what check Chelsea or tie concede first 15 minutes. And to the moment our team tie concede 15 minutes no a chese o lack sa readiness game nim defensively and I say unya slow starts defensively ube make errors and I say tactical lapses be ebesi Chelsea bobo konim defensive shape no and I say overconfidence. Se team tie concede the last 15 minutes a chese o lose concentration because on him say we and to be Chelsea against Leeds was the first 2 goals on him say we na Leeds back. Team tie concede last 15 minutes complacency. So what check it Chelsea say a pong game. Now opponent at the pressure good Chelsea so Chelsea inability to contain that pressure last 15 minutes no e cause Chelsea and to kwaku out of 30 games 30 goals at Chelsea are conceded no o combine the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes were conceding half of the goals. And to Chelsea nankasa the problem no a defensive work no. Defensively Chelsea position no ma drop the abeto so fifth no your matches be or defensive error defensive mistakes e kwanya mo fa so concede goals no and ama Chelsea drop better 5th position because ankaya attacking the Chelsea ni problem obi a watch Chelsea bia no from Enzo Maresca Liam Rossinia 2 coaches on handle Chelsea this season na no o me prove actually say yen attacking yen crab ball yen bobo ni the Chelsea ni problem. That's the reason why the entire 20 Premier League clubs no come on creating big chances kesiye so far in the Premier League Manchester City ni Chelsea Man City ni Chelsea na creating big chances kesiye o Premier League so far mienu nyina creating big chances baako kwa 80 so for Chelsea say obe creating chances kwa 80 say attack very good say teams are goals kesiye in the Premier League top 5 Chelsea can who be because was 47 goals. And you only Man City and Arsenal have more goals than Chelsea. And it's a Chelsea attack here, only problem. Chelsea last Premier League game or boy, you know. And you Chelsea Leeds. I did about come and in Pokrano. That combination between Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, and Estevao. Sankabenya diamamia. Chelsea Leeds United no. Estevao, Cole Palmer, and Enzo Fernandez. I did me muso ye say. Omunya central combination. Omunya shadow play and omunya close proximity. Na Joao Pedro abo as a floater. And if you acquire na Chelsea faso create your chances no because already when you shadow play no when you close proximity when you central combination and when you floater and it's a Chelsea attack here only problem. By quite almost faso consider no and a problem for Chelsea. E can who be na Chelsea air drop points bia and he say omo drop it. She mistake omo ye ma least equate kano. Enti enfa woni opponent at Chelsea be hia. Eya na mistakes omo ye we chiro ho no. Na ma Chelsea a drop points be ni so omo drop. Playing against Burnley, me expect a win from Chelsea. Burnley bobo ko no omo de money ni soro. Wa concede 51 goals. The Chelsea be hia na say obe flood opponent in the box no. Obe make sure so obe more numbers. Our Burnley ankasa a final 10. Na Chelsea etimi nya chances in their goals. Meko a win for Chelsea. Enfa won the no. A win for Chelsea against Burnley. Manchester City will fear against a Newcastle. Arsenal will 58 points. Man City will 53 points. As it stands now, a 5 points difference between Manchester City then Arsenal. Man City chase Arsenal. Kwaku se u chase ubia. Wona u chase nipa no. Unslow nantie. Se u turu mirike go bi so a now person oti nipa ne kabo a se udwa gu nipa ne so a eni se wo slow nanten e wo se wo na ama odi ni mpo kra ye hye na wetimi ato achi nipa no. So in the case of Manchester City, se opese otimiji league no chase Arsenal dia e kire se the matches aka ni and the first step e was winning the matches. Se Man City entimi winning the matches a ontimi nto nche Arsenal. Based on points na dem no e was Man City mom and chase Arsenal omo dia hoɔden ni mrika na good results. So se Man City betime win league na e the kind of results are if it na ko mbenya. So playing against Newcastle, Man City obi expecting win for Man City. So betima change Arsenal. One thing here say, we Man City ni nipa dodo na support Man City na nsen. Man City team a yehu previously. Enye no bi ni yehu say which are facts. Pep Guardiola na nkasa on the press conference ka say, eye players are omo ye new, majority of them ye new. Omo nte say ni team that na no mabo omo ho acha na omo ehu no. But there's one special thing about Manchester City this season. And for one City Bobo Kono, you say, or Mutim in Young Kwaku say, Uko Itihada, Eden Sobeshe Man City, Premier League. And it is yes, Man City team Nenyanino. And you only one club and a Premier League, no aqua 3 points. Our Man City fee, a new team of Francis Spurs. And you only Spurs, Netimiako Itihada, Aqua Man City to Premier League. And Minumi will follow football being say. There is a history between Man City and Spurs. And the Man City team nenya krano ni 13 games wabo fie no we win baako nko 10. Wa draw mienu and we lose baako. Wa concede 8 goals wo fie and wa 32. And the Chelsea Man City na nkasa ebo wo fie or you strong. Newcastle e mu problem this season. Newcastle have not been the best this season because injuries are affecting omo kakra. Omo results ni bi wo ho enye. And so what taking Newcastle this season with Premier League yen say they are the best out of Newcastle. And how a good coach obefa Newcastle boboko no wetimi a building a side on betimi compete with any club in the Premier League. Obefa Newcastle boboko no do say on the Premier League by materials ni team edi how was with Newcastle no Osia Man City onsuro no Osia Liverpool onsuro no Osia Chelsea onsuro no by this season ankasa no struggle in the Premier League. And team now was saying the reason why this season no struggle ni no in the midfield because edi how team now was saying no was structure to the level say midfield no control bibia and say when ya sa midfield na na affect no and sa midfield as miensa no Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton. This season, a pra has 3 players no, and you want me boom and the way prana we are we be kona we are but and Joe Linton, Sandro Tonali, then Bruno Guimaraes no, yentimi enjoy almost because 3 players we no and mfimfi no. Set my friends and Newcastle bet me defend ya ayoma and so about the back 4 now. Joe Linton. Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes mo, and the best drop it ababa mo sa on my limited space at my opponents. Set my friends Manchester City, Newcastle, able to control gamer, sa 3 midfielders way. So bet my distribution ayoma, on bet my Caribou ayoma, se final third no players Anthony Gordon mo, Votma damo, any more so many surprise sa 3 midfielders no. By this season, a pra edio munya into muntimi bombo mu bebre affecting Newcastle team this season. That's one key reason why I almost struggle in the Premier League. Even Nyame Aduma against Manchester City, Bruno Guimaraes out. And you most likely say be Sandro Tonali wo finfio, Jacob Ramsey and Joe Linton na wara returning. And ti on say nyatre midfielders na open no. And the bad affecting Newcastle playing against Manchester City. And recently the last 2 games, Man City and Newcastle, Manchester City are dominating Newcastle. The semi-final between Manchester City and Newcastle EFL, no, both of them are winning. And you Man City and Newcastle. And Kwaku, only the Pep Guardiola de Om. Obekai, Omokose Newcastle fee no, sa 2-0 no. Sa match no okay say Pep Guardiola ebo Nico Reali won finfin. Ano ball Phil Foden, ano ball Bernardo Silva. Ano de Antoine Semenyo to right. Ano di doku eto left ba omo attack a enam se opeso control finfin ho no onim se edi ha ho odi ni nyina no eye finfin na se na nka Newcastle ha Man City because now I had drain for Man City say obe continue Newcastle bobu kono e won finfin by Pep Guardiola realize you know and on Newcastle bon obo Nico Reali obo Phil Foden obo Bernardo Silva and no man Antoine Semenyo ni doku nyina e move back inside e benya numbers or the stop here mo midfield omo ba Etihad o show mo 3-1 obo Nico Gonzalez obo Phil Foden won finfin and obo Tijani Reinders owie ye no ana obie mu no ana odi abrante friends sonyo mu nyina esa ba inside ana obenya numbers odi nya 3-1 so e most likely say Pep Guardiola who say a Newcastle mfimfi ho no enya strong because of key players bi olusu no obe load mfimfi ho and playing against Newcastle e most likely say ene ye benya Rodrigo Cascante in the midfield Tijani Reinders and Bernardo Silva. Now we use Semenyo on the left side, Phil Foden on the right side. Now say two players, now say move about the Tijani Reinders mu mfimfi ho. No ma ye nipa 5 over the central midfield area. Now we use O'Reilly and Abrante fence Matthias Nunes. No ma stretching Newcastle bobuku no. Advantage Manchester City. I see Manchester City say obe struggle a very difficult game by Manchester City stand tall against Newcastle Etihad. So advantage Manchester City. Se Man City winia e hono no obe him awo no e de akọ Arsenal for so because Arsenal so e cause space. Kwaku Arsenal ntimi afford say obe lose game we are no obe draw. Emboa Arsenal. Arsenal last 2 games about boni nyina ya we. Ni nyina wontimi win ye. Against Brentford then against Wolves. Ni nyina ya we or say kwa we bi. Enti Arsenal ntimi afford say obe lose sa game we and obe draw. The moment Arsenal be drop points ni say kukuro say creating unnecessary pressure on Arsenal. Only say at the frontier Wolves there no. Oko drop points no pressure by I am normal because I have 5 points. But what's that come as Spurs shower? Na gab na aba be narrow. Enti pressure ne be more. I want to was Arsenal very careful. So what check Spurs this season now? Enko you. Spurs the 16th. I can who be no more Pamo Thomas Frank and no makofa big down for Igo Tudor Edinaba. Kwaku unima diebi. Igo Tudor you coach bakwa on your top coach. But there is something special about him. And sad DNA special no. The last 5 clubs our coachy. Juve, Lazio, Olympique du Marseille, Split and Verona. The last 5 clubs no. The first game you win. Igo Tudor. The last 5 clubs our coaching on the first game you win. And also a specialist in short-term fixing. So team air call from and say ahochiraba short term no kofana no aba be yi kakra dia ma. Say Newcastle for a Spurs air call ahochire. Enti also omo call specialist say short term obetima face. And omo kofa Igo Tudor. And on the last 5 clubs of our coaching the first game you win. Enti match no enkoye easy in ma Arsenal bobuko no. By me till we interview and now boy Igo Tudor no. Or say obaye no or injuries baako nko 10 and I want to camp. Players, senior players for me available 13. And injuries ha Spurs bobuko no. So injuries or 13 available senior players are na injuries baako 10 the what Spurs camper. A better thing to predict Spurs a lineup. Mean predict it. But dear meaningful Igo Tudor hon ye say. The last 3 clubs our coachy, being it Olympique du Marseille, Lazio and Juventus. 95% of information here 3 back. 95% of information we use now a 3 back. So playing against Arsenal, me who say okwa 3 back and nyame nwanwa. The etoswo on set time na Igo Tudor a player, no a defender. But be a coach, only defensive oriented coach. And so one kasa ni interview with a Tottenham omo media team no or send a ball no person bono a attack a all players that want some more attacking. Opesa aggressive style of play. Intensive football. Say a J ball and yam for ball in speed. Yam put pressure on the ball. Your decision was take care was a quick and to be open in time. Mujaba mun running time, mun release ball in time, mun true me cantem and say opesa intensive football. No. By few days, na bad thing to implement this. Any problem kakra me with Spurs team no. Se coach next time no bet me implementing in term and injuries na was personal. Bawawni new manager bounce a taifa. And I go to the so the first game be your Taiwini. In 2026, Newman fan from Arsenal. And you know, 2026, we about 8 games for Premier League. We're winning 3, I draw 4, we lose 1. Possible 24 points. Arsenal Timia Pikimu 13, and what 11 Aquine, which ain't good for Arsenal as a club. By Kweku, I will repeat this. Nano Mekai, me say Susubi. Arsenal situation on woman. And you have to change tactics, baby. And you have to change formation. And you have to change system. Arsenal needs mental toughness. If you say one encore situation ki to emuda. If you say obi anya challenges. On now say oh you on top of the water. Emre bedru obenya some few challenges. And say when you say challenges na e dey na obeyi a obetima overcome say challenge no enya dey Arsenal here. Arsenal here new tactics. Arsenal here new formation. Arsenal here new style of play. Ball no more, players no more, no tactics no more use no set pieces, counter, long ball, yen form triangle or wide no. Sabo na no the Zubimendi mo ye, Declan Rice mo ye, Bukayo Saka mo ye, Victor Yokeres mo ye no. And one was mo ye. By challenge kitu ebi na aba. Enti sa challenge na aba no, ubetimo overcome. And asa ma challenge na aba be show so. Na edidi umwama etimi aso presso na untimi enwini games. Enti Arsenal be here mental toughness. At this particular moment, I say challenges kakra na ba no. Challenges ni day. 1. Say Arsenal e consider late me boa. Late no mo consider no. Omene Manchester United time na Manchester nya winning goal no. 87 minutes. Omene Brentford boy no. E kwaye draw no. Time ben na Brentford for ereti omoka 71st minutes. Omene team friends say Wolves boy no. Time ben na Wolves for the two omoka e ben na draw no. 90+4. And one challenger Arsenal face 2026 so mo consider it a challenge back. The atoso year 2026 only Liverpool board draw. Only team friends and Tottenham Forest and board draw. Some matches no one create chances. Otimi share there be until 2026 no go somewhere den kakra dia momo. And sa let goals or mo consider any goals or muntimi no any few challenges are Arsenal nya enya sa Arsenal nya de. Obi no betima catch him say Ateta nyade. Obi no betima convince me say Arsenal team ni nye. Obi no betima convince me say Arsenal assistance no mutim na collapse there be a few challenges because we are say uye ni pampo kra na o kona u win ni nyina no ubenya challenges kitu abi but our ability to overcome that challenge no and sa pressure no and the most important thing. Anti pressure na aba no I was say Arsenal nya sa mental toughness. That's why I was say we nya leader. So oche Arsenal team nim nyina okay at the time na Chelsea dominate Premier League. Manchester United will dominate no. So omunya sa challenges na pitch ne so no eya no mu individual players bi omu act as leaders. Entifani say echiri ho no obetime nya John Terry obe act as a leader on the field. In finfin obetime nya Lampard bi attacking third obetime nya Drogba. Sanity. Ba oba Arsenal team wa on the field no leaders no ni ho a o Ateta on so betime act as a leader. And to say na pressure ban e was so munya leader bi na omutimi yi sa adwene di from team say Arsenal de onbebo 2 league no se o ma sa adwene di team na kwaku wentimi anya mfi team a top pressure de ma and my catch was say football na ebebo no e ya adwumadwumo ma me use this example for ma it said ye biggie enya kodonkwa bi a okwa match no na e se biggie team say ababa wo wedi ye say obi antimi fa na team ka for mu oti ase enti onya sa adwen na match ne set a obo match ni nya adwen mu no psychologically why defeated enti e affect o modern bo won so because e adwen madwuma na oye no sana football tie se football onya the show team say say yes match we dey mean to me win pressure o me so yes time bia me boto na o ma ne to team na e affect wa who could na pitch ne so the pressure be to so who benya bad results
big example no eno na yes sa no uje mu ntem no nti eno ne ye wa bottle adwuma no
sana agranti nti
esa so na ba football ma wa bottle
good
okay
nti what say Arsenal nya sa mental toughness say the enkofo kan nyina me ma ne nya adwuma nti udwe say time ana Chelsea gino mo na so no Chelsea ko challenges mu a na enkofo ka sa asem we ana na enkofo nka Manchester United na national and say Alex Ferguson got to a time omutimi epic ya no ma drop kakra na nko focus asem no Pep Guardiola be for Man City so omutimi win ya no ma drop kakra but now nka so be bottle because no more sa ability to overcome sa pressure no by Arsenal den as a to so into ma sa den di omutrim na affect you on the field and there was so overcome say Arsenal timi enya that calmness overcome sa de nyina playing against Spurs e was Arsenal but mu ko lose sa game we and mu ko drop here and the ball affect Arsenal on the field of play. Nottingham Forest ni Liverpool. Nottingham Forest kwaku game we be match pa. Nottingham Forest person avoid the relegation because Nottingham Forest end the year or the 17th position on the league log. Or person avoid the relegation. And it's what checking Nottingham Forest bobo na. Omo last 6 games we lose just one. Abro wabo Arsenal. Wakwa away akwa Brentford. Asabo Crystal Palace draw. Enti na say Nottingham Forest person mo avoid the relegation into the kwaku. We tinya make sure say the recent games ni no benya results a ebetime na position your ba avoid it. Enti so we Liverpool na akwa kwhia Nottingham Forest. Na ucha league log na. Obeka say Nottingham Forest in dey into omo nya ade. But one show omo recent performance na ho bekiro. And Liverpool na nkasa no kra no pressure won so. Because Liverpool and Kasa last 8 Premier League games we win just 2. And we draw 2, we lose 2, we draw 4. And Liverpool and Kasa Premier League na say oh Kasa or you the best club. Onum pokra no obre. And Liverpool to me ko underrated team my friend say Nottingham Forest. When him said this season Nottingham Forest ebe use 4 different managers. 4 different managers. E shall say with Nuno Espirito Santo, Postecoglou by, Sean Dyche by, and Mbappe friend say Victor Pereira. Eba. But kwaku, me know me anu Victor Pereira very well. Defensive, combative, and coach are you defensive oriented. Now we use to counter. And ti ball na eba kwhwe no. Obeja ball na dia ma Liverpool. Liverpool for mon prepare. Van Dijk momba menim ye ntwa long ball na mfanko. Ba o che Nottingham Forest team na. Na ho odi nyina ne say ne sitie. Eye Elliot Anderson. Ana Ibrahima Sangare. Ana mo begina the base of the midfield. And in the front and the back four no Elliot Anderson and Ibrahima Sangare. Omo na ebe gina defenders nanim. Omo adwuma ne say Liverpool for hye ball no mo de ba. Yen stop Liverpool for no, yen Liverpool for no yen ball no. Yen ball ne pe. Ma mention left, ma mention right. Se Odoy wo ho, sa Brant defense Omari wo ho a. Sa players ne biem na afide o ma ye crosses no. Sana Nottingham Forest for ebe ball mo ball no. So it's up to Liverpool for say Ombetima containing Nottingham for no. Definitely Liverpool to turn in your maya. A win or draw for Liverpool. Uko Spain. Madrid eko Pamplona. Pamplona hono eya team bi eko ho a. Eya na wedding yo. On say omobo na say wedding no. Bo shota na bo na eho. Ohono e ha adwen kakra. Enti say uko Osasuna fie bi ade ba ko ye favor omo pa ye weather. On so mo de hono mote. Enti omoye Oma adapted situation dada. That's the reason why this season only say Osasuna win just lose 2 games per ofie. Only 2 games and Osasuna lose ofie. Because Omufie on say edene. Again, the last time I Real Madrid called Osasuna fee acquire 1-1. Based on Osasuna, equality ekromo, materials ekromo, and resources, omo that 10-5, tres omo ye team omo hardwin. And Osasuna die and ka expect say be 14th 15th but say Osasuna at that 10th or your middle table team based on resources and materials e che so mo yade onim de omo ye na me ti omo coach no what the story by onim say about 24 games e La Liga Osasuna conceded 28 pe ya about 24 games for La Liga Osasuna conceded 28 and what say twan for nyi bi de kire say omo ye team a omo emphasize on high intensive structure omo drop omo line ebe kire so omo drop omo line ebe kire a no ma use fast transition and omo so bo 4 back na 4 back no ama Ika Munoz ana Lucas Toro ejina 4 back nanim na wa use Ruben Garcia ana Aima ewo wing so na ma koya cross e de ama senior man anti Budome. And you won't see any man so in anymore because I don't know what. Or the Nitina ye Juma, or you soon upper body strength obetima battle with defenders and to tell me I no more drop on defensive line ebetcha now why expect crosses in long balls no the counter here adwuma any kwan a Osasuna faso esi akan bakwaku adia baako ana ma me gidie say Real Madrid elusu game we baako ye say the best away club was Spain Real Madrid we lose just one game away wetimi accumulate 27 points away enti na nsen Real Madrid kwa we bi o ya ade e ma me gidie de toso se Real Madrid for say ball na omo ball ye against Benfica no se ombe repeat the same thing na Madrid in lose game we ball na Madrid ko no Portugal no so omo say ombe ye the same thing against Osasuna omo lose game we because against Benfica ye hu Real Madrid team na omo ye calm under possession uni ma de control me yes ade no on say Benfica for no omo ball quick football entity obo quick football no say o ye calm e de mana ontimi mbo ne ball no ope no Osasuna ball no omo bo no e high intensive football omo pe bibia ntentem enti say wo kura ball na o ye calm a o say ni play but also your again say also be go faster e suit sa team no so me expect Real Madrid team a was say omo kura ball no ye calm because kwakuso no to see Real Madrid da say ni possession or ye ne quick or tie lose possession kese Real Madrid enye team with the ball obetima move obetima dominate possession so obe use sa quick passing combination there be ne de enye say also stay calm then again avoid the errors in kete because defensively ani eku Real Madrid pa no sa individual errors how we leave spaces in between the lines no and affect Real Madrid bobuku no ene kwa be fa so opposite threat e de ama Osasuna ba de ba kwa mani age the comeback of Arnold. Kwaku so what's the Arnold buy no asesa nyoma bebre di ama Madrid o. Akwakwe ase meche Arnold bia na nse o Real Madrid I say Toni Kroos obo number 2.
Nice one.
Madrid the ball na original ma.
Say small ball no.
Toni Kroos obo right back. How was this small ball the breaking opponent a defensive line no? And one Real Madrid pound. And as a son of my baby, the man Real Madrid bobuku. So Arnold returning from injury or chance yes onya playing time no. Every single game be an Arnold e changing your man Real Madrid. And we hope say obe say any day because obey key. Venu na Real Madrid dey kone boy dene. Enti say emu ye den e wani ho a why na bit my breaking lines no. E was say yes a long balls no a bit my breaking no and Arnold be key. Sam midfield na say ubenya Kamavinga on na be carry ball no. Nanse me won se to amani ni mo ne Valverde mu onfinfini ekonyi enti Real Madrid me expect a win or draw for Real Madrid. Barcelona ball 20 kwaku Barcelona enti min draw point o dabi eni say sie Real Madrid was 60 points Barcelona was 58 and 2 points and a separate Real Madrid and Barcelona already Barcelona elusu against Atletico Madrid and Okulusu against Girona. And to playing against Levante dear. No disrespect to Levante. But there be Kwakumi who say BC. There be NC. Barcelona be funny win. Barcelona be funny win. Levante team no Kwaku. Mijitu. Omunda yi. But what's the deal? Sa team saying kitten no so na have Barcelona again no.
Yeah, correct.
And to Kwaku match we dia me ha me hu be bree. Me expect Barcelona so be winning. Just to put on the chase. Say omede Real Madrid for competition no. Embe de. Fan say 2 points and them sa na de kobo classic a. Who ne saying?
Kenya badu.
Say 2 points in them sa to for classic no.
I think say ken mom ne ye pew.
Eno mom ne wo say.
Ema classic de mo ide.
Good. By bana classic na say ba akwa twima. Enye de. Enti playing against Levante there.
The weekend you me nyina nse.
I was so me
that's fine.
Barcelona 11 the analysis be na be. Me expect Barcelona so also win by 3-4. No team say dey build your confidence no. Uko Italy Roma a half of final win for AS Roma. AC Milan me go straight win for AC Milan. And I call Germany so a Bayern game no. Me call Bayern win over 1.5 and I call France so a PSG win over 2.5 kwaku.
Biggie Yanansie senior.
Kwaku. Kwaku ma mention here from Manchester City and Newcastle game. You know. So, what are these two teams? Manchester City, Newcastle. Now, you be between these two sides. When I was or carry the day, definitely you are going to go for Manchester City. These are the reasons. Pep Guardiola as a coach, any coach I find say Eddie Howe. If you are looking at their performances in the Premier League, meetings, Pep Guardiola stand tall. Pep Guardiola, Pep Guardiola winning Marco 17 wins, and a Pep Guardiola war, and a 2 IND in a draw, and a coach a friend say Eddie Howe, and so I win it 2. And out of the 21 meetings between these two managers, Pep Guardiola, I was 17 wins anyway. Until definitely. So Mumi Olubaba be share at this moment. Now you be say Yibako. I will be just the victor. Me assure say definitely the about my Pep Guardiola. Aside that, baby Pep Guardiola Girano. A man coins or best science or drop points. Debbie. Imagine meeting Obi a ultimate shane dada. Obi a wata abono. Obi a washane dada. Now also competing for the Premier League title. Last season, nani pado do wana feel Pep Guardiola beji the English Premier League. But Liverpool any onslaught a surprising Obia. Ye both Premier League season ni na Liverpool ni onslaught the call. So if there's any other opportunity, Pep Guardiola benya not be picking the title, it should be this season. That is what people expect. But then again, don't forget say only Obia. On for the past 3 seasons, who the most consistent team in the Premier League? On in April, Arsenal Bobo. Arsenal win the game or bebo. But from time make up the Premier League, no. Every game be Arsenal bebo. Every game a Manchester City bebo piano. Or be any to tell young good him. It's Pep Guardiola no win baby Ojina says here. So to me a winner, we're closely gathering between on Arsenal. I'm an about beka 2 points, no. And man quite Pep Guardiola beka drop points at this moment of the season. Aside that, the last 10 meetings between Newcastle Bobo and Manchester City. Manchester City are winning Marco 7. And a Manchester City Bobo are winning. One are ending in a draw, and a Newcastle are winning just 2. It is from all these fronts. And Yamako ye the Manchester City Bobo corner. City at the start of the season, no one problems. But so watch Manchester City. It looks like say it is becoming a near perfect team. I am not saying it is a perfect team, but a near one because problems are not hinder the performance of Manchester City. You know, it looks like say Pep Guardiola and Manchester City in penny for our solve our problems. The problems near there. At the start of the season. Manchester City by first 10 games on Moboya, especially first round in the 10 games in Mpoa. And then Haaland and Nikita Manchester City Bobo Kono. Man City big game, na Haaland and She Gola. And then the Manchester City Bobo Kono so be win. Very difficult. And today Bia, I am not the Aqua say I was a pressure about Haaland too because he needs to score. There were games that Haaland then to me and She go. Once She go to Manchester City and win it. There were some games once you go to City draw blank, they didn't even get a goal. There weren't other players and I'm to me rising to the occasion. No man go the Manchester City a bobo corner. And Obian Kaishe Krampo in that first round. That game against Tottenham was a typical example. Pep Guardiola tanasin no musa derby. Manchester City bobo corner be here moi. And moi be na City here. And one City here and say Haaland benya moi. Haaland benya moi dia ben say ye near the boy Haaland. You share English Premier League ni moi. One of the players almost somebody was ropa. No more man numbers at the come board where Antoine Semenyo. Let's bring him in. No man support it and then but Haaland. On days we be day the Haaland no. Semenyo can step up and then get goals for us and then we are good to go. Into attention any focal point no and begina Haaland and Kwaso. Pep Guardiola yes no. And it's working to perfection. It is already the last 5 games on my bar. Antoine Semenyo making sure so best stepping up in the game. No one goes. Haaland at the point on also called droughts and goals na chance yes ever. Defensively, na Manchester City were problem. Problem na Manchester City were the most trusted central defender for Manchester City na Josko Vardio. The left centre back. On also Baba Bipra. obe prayer no City nya problems because obi any one ma all feeling in well at a point now Ruben Dias nso ni ho e wo say ye pro bi ne de ne ba no ba be hye ho Pep Guardiola confirm McGahey. Look at the performance of McGahey. He's brought that solidity e Manchester City boku na chire wonom into the clearly problems are not Manchester City boku na the start of the season no Pep Guardiola guson kaka all solve our problems no. If you are comparing that to Newcastle, look at the Newcastle central defense. Fabian Shah ni ho, Botman ni ho. These are two trusted central defenders. It's only option bia. That Ben is a good centre back, no doubt about it. But the partner Malik Thiaw. Malik Thiaw is one player. I don't have confidence in him. Especially when there is pressure, when the stakes are high. Malik Thiaw or Fambo or look at big G3. It's yaka Manchester City there no. Some problems near solved. And you may call you Manchester City. Looking at purchases on my no. Newcastle boku ne de there. And yet that solved because omo edom Mbappe shemu replacing Nkrofo no. Omo performance na sign it here. It is all Malik Thiaw. Oya Dan Ben. Now when Newcastle central defense. Now Mbappe sharing both Haaland. All signs are picking the goal scoring for Makweku. It makes it difficult to be able to stop the Manchester City team. This season, you see Haaland Bobo Kono last season that performance nenye. Last season he scored 22 goals in the league. This season, I got 12 matches in a real season. No, Haaland has shared the number of goals, the same number of goals compared to last season's performance. Abro real season no. It's this season 22 goals. It will league anymore. This is the kind of striker Newcastle Bobo Kone Baba Beshiano. And it makes it difficult for Newcastle to be overcome. Baby, I mean, what problems can come show them Manchester City in the midfield? If you have Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes is out or you're injured. Will bring that kind of creativity. Newcastle Bobo. But Sandro Tonali, Joelinton, these are two strong and combative midfielders. Only that kind of rigidity. I'll be here from a midfielder. A lot of pressing, attacking. BBR I'll be here from a midfielder defensively. So when you say you want from one, be near Lube Carbum. No, my yes, you want to make sure some stop Manchester City Bobo. I'm expecting Pep Guardiola say in such a game, Ryan Cherki will be key for Manchester City. Minimum Pep Guardiola a type so Bernardo Silva. I had now Rodri best started. But he should make sure who Bernardo Silva this season in the past. Now Bernardo Silva and Timin yes said you want from Manchester City Kwaku. Say oh yeah that box to box job. Obo as a central midfielder. Now operating the Manchester City Bobo Kono. Edding. He loved a lot of offensive duties. But in recent times, so watch the Premier League now. Who Bernardo Silva oh yes said you want the Manchester City. There are times company bullying in certain games. Pep Guardiola man draw back. Ever boss the anchor man. No pushing Rodri mom didn't go anymore. It's the defensive duties now in the past. Now Bernardo Silva and Timiano this season or at this one of the kind game in one, and it is making him a better player. And the Pep Guardiola prefer so about most of the time. But in fifth you want on money Rodri. No fun Ryan shaking money. It is a game of Manchester City being a lot of creatives. Because I will share Newcastle Bobo Kuna. Because on him so beam against this Manchester City side that they will be found wanting. Say Pep Guardiola, any other selection right. Now Manchester City Bobo Kuna. I've already said in meetings between One and your coach friend say Eddie Howe. And the kind of quality of Manchester City Bobo Kuna it defensively they are solid. Midfield and I mean what problems kakao. But I believe that if you feel the right men, Manchester City Bobo coupled with the fact that they are putting up that kind of chase on the Arsenal team, and at this moment of the season, they can't afford to draw points. I'm expecting Manchester City to say no matter how difficult this game is going to be, also picking the 3 maximum points over here Newcastle Bobo. Chelsea in the Burnley game, a bit tricky. A bit tricky because the biaya na yeka anasem pedifo takas abo bibi wu aya na opre bebia Burnley Bobo ko ne da no omo da relegation zone omo ne da 19th So what it means, they say the only team a Burnley yard here in Premier League anymore. A team my friend say Wolves, of which Wolves Bobo Kono on that 20th. Into the clearly. Burnley morning shiny. Burnley yard here, no cre. Bakwaku, who Burnley if you want to watch a Wolves crampa. Wolves know that last one. Wa pick certain points and you'll be young. So bet me up it. That draw against Manchester United Bobo Kono. It was so surprising. But if I say Ruben Amorim Nyadie and into the Wolves said to me about being this kind of draw. Nancy and Cheye. Look at the performance they give against the Arsenal team. Wolves now or that last no. Burnley just like Wolves. And so when you some recent performance and my hope among crunch say a year and one you bet me a survive you league anymore. Looking at your performance, I akonya was certain grounds and I say against certain teams. Burnley Bobo Kono a draw with a Manchester United Bobo Kono kwaku ewoni home or draw Tottenham or draw Everton. These are teams that are in the Premier League on any day when things are not going well for a club like Burnley. I was saying that teams to me results over Burnley, but I want to me any other kind of results aside that. Okwawe to me kokonya draw Anfield against Liverpool. The same Burnley now. Or that's your honor or one relegation zone and they come out this kind of performance against Liverpool or Anfield and so didn't draw a Premier League anymore. Or quite away. The last Premier League game, Aqua winning against Crystal Palace. Away. So this will serve as a motivation. And the Burnley Bobo Kono say all Chelsea home no. So me quite away against these teams. Now me have good results, me have good performance against these teams me Chelsea na me yama ye kakrebia. Met me a results and so was our game anymore. It's with this kind of mentality on the back game to fight. It makes it a tricky game for Chelsea because maybe almost done. So Chelsea are complacent. No further say Burnley in the year. It will bet me any results over Burnley. Chelsea might be laughing at the wrong side of their mouth. Say you more game in Kwaku. Chelsea Bobo Koni is strong. Chelsea Bobo Koni is solid. Yes, I am okay. But Burnley and Fawcett Niaman has certain few players. I almost squad anymore. They are having a good season. They are having a good season. On any day, I'm going to threat to any form of defense they meet. I'm going to attack Jadon Anthony. Maybe I'll make us a Pedro Neto look at this season the performance. He's having good numbers. He's playing well. But Pedro Neto have 5 goals in the Premier League. The Jadon Anthony now that team are echo relegation mono. I was here. I only Burnley Breno. I was 6 goals for Premier League anymore. Into the clearly. Look at the kind of team of finding itself in. And the number of goals are washa. Except that he's an attacker or he's dangerous. Omona Banana Fleming hasn't been extraordinary. But at least, also we have some good numbers in the league. Or 5 goals. Leading a team or more relegation and also that relegation zone. As we speak, our Premier League anymore. The Chelsea central defense has to be very careful. Players like this, you don't give them chances. And father said on Yadie, who do you be surprised or be how? In FIFA, they have Hannibal Mabry. FIFA, the former Manchester United player. And then Leslie Ogochukwu. These are the 2 players on the bar as a double pivot. And I'm a Burnley Bobo Kono. Leslie especially would want to prove a point. Koku is a former Chelsea player. It's when you know about Chelsea no. Or like a wounded lion. These are some of the players I few say we had a lot of quality and I'm able to be a boy team no, but they didn't give us the chance to play. It's anytime Chelsea Biano, he wants to bring his A game on board. But I trust the Chelsea midfielders, Caicedo, Enzo, possibly Kopama. Sam Rantie will so be Ginem Fin over here Jumana Chelsea. A game maybe here Kopama this game so be pretty centrally. But a lot of the time this season, Liam Rosinia, because Andre Santos understands his philosophy. It's a person partner or no, as the double base on the Caicedo. Now on the end of number 10, not the Kopama flanks. And you're good and you're bad. But the entire makers say here Kopama centrally and they say Burnley ball now be ball kwaku ombiem. About 3 back. Laterals never join. They can walk on them. They have 5 men at the back. It's not about be a game because when you so be a Chelsea be destroying. To be decided so be sit back. No, I call for the long balls and then the counter breaks. It will be he will be to me a kitabon. No, I draw players to him. Or draw 1 or 2 players out of their line. Now, if they were attacking machinery, no, Jao Pedro, no, any other players, not from no Matimia Bobon up a result at the Ama Chelsea. And then Nuntina Kopama who be here in such a game because it's that kind of creative spark at the match Chelsea Bobo and very threatening and dangerous. So, but and also be pretty centrally a honum para and a Jumanijana. I'm expecting Chelsea to win, pick the 3 maximum points, but it wouldn't come easy. Say Chelsea nyane for no surprise me, but possibly a 3-0 win or a 3-1 win there. Me expect say Chelsea bo boku ni benya kwagu. Tottenham ne Arsenal no. A gamer. A tricky the Arsenal. Tottenham nya this season. If you are talking about clubs and what's all my threat to Tottenham and you bine Arsenal and you bine Tottenham. But in football, say what share one, there is that new manager bouncer most of the time. A boa teams. Omo manager nyadie yamaneko. A new manager steps in. I got to do abano. Obe person obe turning nyama around. Statistically, we have stats now kwa amede bae na. The last 5 jobs our picky as interim in the first match or win it. Aside that, Tottenham for the say. Omo main reason into the far I got to do and say. Omo who said he's the best interim manager recently. Best short-term manager. Some man a Juma 3 months, 6 months, but never we fire a boy. A honor are the best, but are convinced with that kind of performance in the way. Now they are Juma manual. That is where the problem is. It's such a manager. Now, the entire general so the fan or no, or better so be proved, especially against a London team, a derby, and no better so the best in this particular encounter. Mikel Arteta a big test at the man. To test the mental fortitude of Mikel Arteta and his team. To test the strength of the Arsenal team and then their willpower. Obi Baba Besha say chase na Pep Guardiola de Arsenal bobo kono. Arsenal betimi withstand there na. Probably Manchester City bobo kono be bonne. Should they win? Arsenal be bonya me ya do much na. That is where they are going to feel the pressure and then the heat. And anything I make us a gamer, you never tested the mental faculty of a coach and friend say Mikel Arteta. And then the Arsenal team no. They have the quality, they have the men. But is it really working this particular season? Yes, it is working. But in the last few games, Arsenal bobo kona bono. You know Arsenal saw that kind of sparker during August, October, November, Nimedeba. Now you know Arsenal bobo kona so kita. Say Arsenal team about 8 games to 2 so watching successively. This time around, we are not seeing that kind of performance from the Arsenal team. And I know now my man for Kakra wonder. Yahu Bukayo Saka or try to be trying in different positions, especially the number 10 role. The SND Mame, and as a signal that the man say, on you okay with the kind of number 10s or what Arsenal bobo kunim. And Obi Abedi dance here. Odegaard hasn't performed to expectation. Eberechi started well. But recently, the performance, the Tiana take off from what is the cause? Mikel Arteta here. And nothing at all tries to find the antidote towards our position. No. The Tottenham team, one of the best departments of their team has been the central defense. The Romero Van der Ven partnership has been solid and it has been good. But we are more problem carry the attacking machinery. Richarlison about it is true. He's a good player, but play of free injury. Can you count on him? So about that kind of performance, as why you fit a consistent on the meeting one of the best central defensive partnership in Premier League, Gabriel Magalhaes and then Saliba. I believe that this will be a job. As now they send a signal to the rest of the world. So mentally they are sound, psychologically they are focused. Say English Premier League number to me aje. And at that and seminar worker. So no social media no incident fan ho. They mum the fan want to say Rob Edwards catch and say yes the best team in the Premier League, And then there was what and I say nyame ya do mechna. And say Arteta chere. So truly he has that kind of team. Na de na ekoso abonten nya nasem. Say nya wasem na obe send the signal amobi. Say you are ready for the job. The NSS oye. Win the match against Tottenham. Never send that kind of signal to whoever is chasing you for the trophy. Say you are still in contention and you are ready to win it. It's as simple as that. Kwaku, Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. A one gamer. Game name. Say a coach a friend session like. and the Warham no handle Nottingham Forest team now. And Kamaya sure say, and as I'm confident, looking at the recent performance of Liverpool, how our team needs to pager in their recent matches now. Now, who the kind of style as Sean Dyke at the board the first round? Ebe share the 3-0 Anfield no. Kamaya confident on betting me a BBO game way mo. But unfortunately for Liverpool, I'm not changing manager. Vitor Pereira and the Baba Befa team no. Vitor Pereira no Baba Befa team no. The players are brimming in confidence. I am saying this because we bought the first game at the Nottingham Forest. First game no boy and against Wanya Okobo Fenerbahce. Ewa Abui. Look at the quality of players at Fenerbahce Kita. Mathieu Guendouzi nom. N'Golo Kante nom. These are players in Europe. You need more. Ebi Abakase N'Golo Kante Guendouzi. They are not like how they used to be. That is very true. But N'Golo Kante recently, Obi Awasheni Bia in the French national team. Time I know what Saudi Union opportunity in the last qualifiers they played and with the performance. He's a player still. Or what that top form no that's only more about. But I'm not here waiting me call Fenerbahce home. Eko konkaye enya win no a omote basma no mo come back. Asema only aina kan ye ne say omuduru wono no omo say welcome to hell. But born no mo ko boy any atmosphere no munya ye ne win no munya ye ne there. It feels like they played in heaven. It is a player kokobo game. It was difficult grounds. No bano bekasa asemu ya e dey na che. They are gaining that kind of confidence, gathering the right momentum to face Liverpool at this moment. It wouldn't be an easy game. But so watch Liverpool so the performance is on the rise. Oman your fair share of problems. It will Premier League game this season. But players be an expected some rise to the test. No more general defender by the stadium Liverpool no. Not you. But recently, Omasha say omo yes ejuma. Coach Bayane there tactically. But why we don't just buy any player but buy quality players? Because they be a coach system and the tactics be working. It's on the days the system and the tactics work. You need individual brilliance and quality to do it for you. Dominic Szoboszlai, Hugo Ekitike especially, the man who has been leading the lines and doing it for Liverpool, 10 Premier League goals in his first season. May expect to say this game, or before game next in a Betty. The kind of partnership on the Florian Wirtz building should work. Florian Wirtz wouldn't get it easy. Ibrahim Sangare will come as a rough defensive midfielder. Elliot Anderson by Juma the box to box. And then Gibbs White, Eben the number 10 position, not also hear the distribution, contribute to the assist. He's that kind of player. So when she goes in po, when you assist him, he gives you a feel that he's a quality player born Wabopa. It's easy. But Ekitike form, Szoboszlai form, Florian Wirtz finding the right rhythm at this moment of the season. And the strong partnership on Ekitike air building should be able to destroy the defense of Milinkovic and then Murillo. To stick my neck out and say it's a Liverpool will win is difficult. But I'm expecting Liverpool not to lose. No matter what. Liverpool in Tenase, now Nottingham Forest ended the double over Liverpool in a single season. I'll go for a double chance for the Liverpool team. Kakebi Juventus Nikomo. Kwaku, one of the most exciting games because we Italians in their animal. Juventus at the feet, Como at the seat. These are two teams who be a pre. So bet me a top spot in the Muna at least. Wakwakonya an European field of the football. Juventus here ne bia no. But Como na Fabregas ashishe bibia. Eya fene ya kono. Ne expect so obeto aso de afio. But Fabregas missing the most important player and the best player this season. Eya wan Nico Paz. Paz is suspended. The man to bring that creativity, assist any goals, or 9 goals, and assist from a midfielder. It's the kind of player we are talking about. But Juventus in Vinfin Kefren Turam, Locatelli, are they going to give space in the absence of Nico Paz? So the other players, form also, especially when Juventus Bobo Koni home. Juventus also aside this Kwaku, the last 4 matches Juventus in winning competitions. We draw 1, we lose Mako 3. Luciano Spalletti as an experienced manager. Oh, but no, what's about draw? That's what about Lucy. Now, the 5 matches at Juventus abo recently, and we be one more what me appreciate the 3 maximum points, and that's when you win. And the pressure be back coach and so. I feel that this is the time I say Juventus will win the be over a team. It is a Kuma. It is now. I'm expecting a win for Juventus Bobo Kono.
Right. So na Bobo Bonkomo Ghana Premier League yebedi ho komo bebre na ensam bebre so elho ene bookie course no yeah take a screenshot Betsway bookie course no president yankwe na fe yankwe bookie course kama ene code number 1 elho na 10 os code number 1 J BW3 E39 B88E BW3 E39 B88E code number 2 BW3 E39 F1AD BW3 E39 F1AD code number 3 BW3 E3B 95F0 BW3 E3B 95F0 code number 4 BW3 E3C 2E8C BW3 E3C 2E8C code number 5 BW3 E3C 5822 BW3 E3C 5822 code number 6 last code for the day BW3 E3C 972B BW3 E3C 972B ano aye ene course no Yenrom na yamma komo Ghana Premier League says 5 points had to folk are hopeful weekend di media mabelus wana had to folk ebesha na Asante Kotoko omeri dimi image na say younger bosses ebesha Kotoko these and many more come let's have a conversation.
Yeah, I think weekend will also be another interesting weekend for our Ghana Premier League because nanka yinim se baby aye keka kwedie anka Mediama kwa no mo call menima o mo twimba so I check Mediama ne last 2 games of Ghana Premier League we lose against Nation we draw against Aduana Stars e kan hu bi na ma Mediama say points difference no aba 5 no and as o man kasa so twetwe pressure at the moment, I say, "Nipa oti ahunju awumpe." Oti ahunju awumpe. It just so mana. What she adi mu obi enim so league wey dey o man na simple. Otimi lusu match na has of folk ne kotoko nyina so drop it. Na bibi ekoi na afi dey all of a sudden na afi dey o match as say o mo drop which e bad. Enkwaku problem ni say venue no mo kode hu. In Senche ho no, Samates Chrome no. Eden. This season on lusu few. Samates and Lusu Fie. The Tosumi, no Mediama soon to me, we knew Samates Fie. And tema game near very difficult. Mediama soon in pefe passes or Kolusu Sama Tuya. Wama, the opponent ni closely the down. And the pressure about to Mediama so. And me share Juma, Coach Ibrahim Tankwa here with Mediama team way. Ball plays a crow more. How am I very consistent with my performance and results throughout the season? Na kwekuye babe league na Mediama drop na hame. And say league no mu lose your man kasa na league no free omonsa. Because the omaye ni nyina ne points omu twi mu no na ni say saa de way to tom. So playing against Samates a game back 2 clubs ni nyina with good coaches. They be me betina say me catch coach Christopher Enin asem tro say me I just won't follow Ghana Premier League. Coach Usuande Bako Power Ghana has say coach Christopher Enin. And then ne Coach Christopher Enin with Brekum Chelsea team. Ebe strong. Patrick Kessie Dunie. Lodamu Enye. Zakaria Fusen Nye. Hubert Jewumo ne sa squad no. Meja Kefrie mu ne sa boys no amankwana mu ne sa boys almost say team. Of course, Samates say JJ players are tontombi. But players are no use. offer players free Kotoku Royals monom de aba behihim okofa be free wasunta mo ne san teams ni nya behihim no de ahihye team a say Samates omo bom ho modern wo league nim enti say quality ekuro mo experience edusia capito omo last game Usiakan Ronald Krepman ejina mu bi then again akwesi Sapomo then Emmanuel Esiemo enti with sa quality na ekuro mo no players kakran resources ne material ekuro no coach Christopher Enin etimi ahihye team a kwakom ha adwen ewo mu fie enti be ma game na ye den dia ma mediama and adia ba kwa ma pick coach Christopher Enin asem ne say se wo hwe na kwakubo say wa sorry gina wo say na o read the game na the next substitution about the say na asesa game no and coach Ibrahim Tanko on here any introduction there why here with Accra Lions there why here with Mediama a evidence eso nso another good coach hwebo ama Mediama football say ne ye ka teams a oka players omo perform very well Mediama ka ho en wan nsa no e coach Ibrahim Tanko nsa no integrity na game back a two coaches ni na very good coaches and two coaches ni coaches are personally me adma omo very well me suan ma bebre from o enti kwa kusa game we dey say Mediama ekolusu game we be ha omo o dey in a worst case kwa omo pick a point by defeat dey be ha Mediama bobuku no say Mediama lusu a na has we ni adim say Mediama wa krako Mediama wa krako on say initially na akwa say Mediama kotoko April ana Mediama ye omo calculation no na kotoko be bo mu fi o ba say kotoko de na film na ba be has enti u kolusu na has ese brekum Chelsea a obe konkran enti game we Mediama lusu a ebe ha omo pa yi House of Folk ni brekum Chelsea kwagu sanka o hwe inframa pa e bo House of Folk na wo hwe House of Folk supporters nanim o hwe Hashmi manima serious no ankwa be hye kotoko awi a o kofi akobo brekum Chelsea ade na wo so ye e wo so de ka ho na ye kama ba House of Folk yare ne ye dey efie ba ko ana mo nye consistent ye un House of Folk vision obi enim say House of Folk any career game ne be yi na House of Folk akolusu ye un House of Folk wa che na since FC okofesi Ediana Stars no drop points ye un House of Folk wa che Samates no akwakosia Mediama no elusu ye un House of Folk wa kwa away na saa time Ho United den so be points Ho United fie House of Folk akwakosia Ho House of Folk betina fie na akwakoye fon one draw Dreams FC ye House of Folk no wa set 11 Wonders 3-0 oba betina fie with Bechem United na anwene ne se draw enti House of Folk no opeja no waba form opeja no waba form sips opeja sa ekosoro na aba form sa enkoyi enti wo baba sha Asante Kodoko no obi expect say ball na be against Asante Kodoko anka brekum Chelsea wo fie die anka wo say House of Folk win but House of Folk kire ye say yen win to atoaso bebre no ompe asa ne crate ni asa House of Folk crate ni kura so be win atoaso by say person of the league wo so win to atoaso e die na ma Mediama fo di kan e win omu win to atoaso na ma mu di kan enti oje sanka Mediama e win no adrop anka ba order ba bi order no enti House of Folk ehia say playing against Brekum Chelsea se oso person o chase Mediama for the league pa na Brekum Chelsea game ni say House of Folk e bo draw kra e was over 3 points no kwaku anibra House of Folk de bebo Kotoko game no that positive energy that mentality that resilience at the time Mpokra House of Folk at from 10 against 11 no hwebo House of Folk boy me jitum say Kotoko ne has a different ball game altogether ba kwaku sa ball na House of Folk ebe boy no that attitude positive attitude that energy number you see no odo munya mu 70% fan bo Brekum Chelsea game no be she di obeye Okumase no eba mu nyusu the same eba mu nya 100% on use 70% per against Brekum Chelsea One when Ibra Ali Mohammed any Calvin says be the boy, you know. How omo try say to me as topo Albertamwa. Shabo na baba de mu boy on the left side. Ah na omo dogo enti mi bobo no. Shemfimfin ho Abdul Karim mo boy Opra na mo boy. Substitution by ya. Ranford Benz ebesemu. Rafan Ponsam besemu. Theophilus Collins mbesemu. Shekwanya at the time I record ne baye. Na afidi ebo ma only wayo one top. Shekwa no nkwa pressing. Some one day energy no mu use 70% in Bobrikum Chelsea obese. By has to folk e wo fie no kwaku. Minjini ndi any problem no. Enti na ma mintimi mfa mensem simebo kasa ha ase be no. Any problem nkwa am wo has. E fie no. Because kwaku make calculate ade bi me hwa ade kakra bi no. Onim say possible 30 points wo fie has to folk apeke 17. Possible 30 points wo fie wa peke just 17. But me expect to say has to focus be good resource. Asante Kotoko, young apostles. Ewo wenchi. Asante Kotoko kwaku. They say big motivation man na modebe ragim.
No last 3 matches we win it. No motivation. Na give him come.
Dey dikai. Game we unim say be dem pa. Enu asa otie de yewura don fe kan wa.
Yeah.
Onim say young apostles and they omo da relegation, on person mo avoid relegation. Dey dikai. En team of person avoid relegation no. Ni games aka o fie no person oje points no. Because onim say okwa we abede. And the only way out for young apostles so beka Ghana league me say ni home matches aka ni was oje points no. The toswo kwa him say young apostles say enyenyenye other relegation zone no we lose one match per ofie enti onya de wa we by ni fie ho de oya de oba league ni kotokon ni fie nkose no omko board draw se kotokoko game ni no wa league no anyene ne se FA Cup we free we lose against us folk enti de na be push Asante Kotoko de na be push Asante Kotoko. So was a quan bias women fanny brain 3 points no. And there was a push Asante Kotoko say I was a players no and the technical team me redeem on image no more compensate supporters no. Kokwadia yenim gwase sem ye say yeru 2026 Kotoko winning one match. About 8 games in 2026 in all competition. Hearts and Sheno. Heart of Lions and Sheno. On Lusu against Wedro Blast. Wadro against Babiano Gold Stars. Wadro against Brekum Chelsea. And we free 1 10 FA Cup. 2026. Kotoko winning just one match. Do share a Yabaseke Holy Stars 3-0. In 2 course a game we are. One Casano. We shed the air cost to 2026. Now we shed the other year Kotoko supporter no. Oya Abetamwa. Oya Kwame Puku. Oye Seth Kwedo, Oye Patrick Esiedu, Oye Sambo now, Oye Kamara, Oye Lorda Mwa, Oye Wali Fuseni Nema, Oye Donzo. Na mo hwɛ de mo makɔtɔ supporters ne sofa. Na mo se mbɛkɔ wantia kolusu a SMA. Mo hwɛ yawo mo makɔtɔ supporters afem 2026. Anka afefo flow crowd anka ni sa ode yawo na hyɛ ase. By Kotoko a players in the technical team and IMC no untimi yomu infrim IMC playing body technical team no e yawa mama Kotoko supporters afem 2026 no se mo se mbeto aso a eje tuma enti se wo ko wanchi na house of folk at the 10 against 11 aba be show na 2026 what na kroma say ama brekum Chelsea no abebo draw what na kroma say ama ebia na stars abo you frame TN FA Cup na wo se wo be ko wanchi no akolusu against young apostles a eto jima. And your man can say your supporters nifim. Among Kai Omechi players nimping for ne shad say Omuma Kotoko supporters Nini Dia, a you almost so dear no munya, and Nijebe no munya, Omunya for Sobe. Because we are Hubert, we are Betamwa, we are Kwame Pokuna Kotoko supporters and Johnson when Niji because onam why you chose free. By some Kotoko supporter and real who player no. utrim na nkasa no to say ebebua o say enti kwaku 2026 a club like Kotoko no we win just one match. Kotoko say what the best players or my supporters idia supporters mo from or mo buy mama mo say si form enti mo so nyambo etina de number yere ama supporters mbasa kogu mu hwani ma se biem Coach Prince adwuma na so betima ye yenjai fa adwuma ne mfama wo we lose against us enya hwe ye de ato yachi against Young Apostles another opportunity for 10 in Yoma. Say Young Apostles eshe Kotoko akwa die na mba ba kabiem. Say Young Apostles eshe Asante Kotoko die na oba ba kabiem oba ba pa acho ebe ya acho pa na abiem.
This season they say they've given up on the season.
Metiwasio by say no die sie no o say ko Young Apostles asako die ni ngwase ni bi mana. Say they do ni say I was compensate fans with wins. League no FA Cup from league no je ne ba din. Enti dia kan matches aka na say compensate fans no with wins. Fanisa wanje hwe kra na mensa mani ngwase ne medonso. Se wanya hwe amoase a che nsa mbɔ ne kro no. Enti se wantimi ama Kotoko supporters ani anje na nsen a dia kan no de momoni o de masere mbɔ omanim kakra. Ba wo se belusu matches ni biem. Yagu. Oman kasa hwe de omaye 2026 no momfa nko wanchi. Bi metima ka no. 2026 ndi omode aye supporters no. Eya na me feel the supporters no. Because kwaku se wo ko stadium ahụ na ye pon match a. Eya o na supporters ni fam no. Da ko eya na me pese. Bigi anka doctors no. Kotoko supporters na de bi e check omo ABP. After match bi anka yen check omo BP. And show bi de be ko be 250. Because after match bi an supporters ni ko ya omu su omu tete. Obi timi ka se Kotoko kra no memba stadium bi obeka sabo nse echenu aye no ho a u na obeka se na meye ne dey ade no pe
sankofo no eti wo moni so eno anu no
o di omo de ma kwaku me se
da dia na eti wo ni so hu se minim se nipa bebre no anu enkane no na omoti Kotoko din kra na omu yem timi hye omu opade no ama but say eti ne ni so no ope but eni ni mu te se enkane no a
dia na be ma na tina ni so pa because mo dia dida ate
no Kotoko eba for mo de share reverse bibie ni wa trese ye bibi e dia correct wrongs no because any good decision they take today it will reflect in the next 3 years.
Yeah.
But as of now, there is nothing being done, which tells me in the next 3 years it will be worse.
Yeah, I perfectly agree.
You know, supporters, you know, don't wanna question the boy. We find a trust because I didn't know. Say
na the country na me customer supporters. Na me dem me supporters ni shoes mu no. Say big you realize I go stadium here pon match we are. Now we say supporter na ba be hero. Mon kebi maye yete.
Ono so na o kan bi e de ama Koto. O kan bi de ama no a. Na o ka
no kra no na
ahye no. Otifie na ne buafu no osan so di wo century ni atam.
Na century fan no.
Mo na wo ha Kotoko. Ye ko mam nka Kotoko asam. Century ka o ma no atum na Kotoko ni nko Yesu so a. No san so ba wo ho.
Senti na man ye fan no because ono no the emotions ana
enu nti ne ye ka kire mo say bebi Kotoko edru no. Bebi Kotoko edru no. Down da I'll keep on saying this say Kotoko be san so ye bi wa. Buga bi a chese koso be 2 years.
Tetiam kofo na so.
Master, tetiam enyanko mpanyifo bi na so pa. Telling you. Enya sa. Kwam ye enkane no. Na nkofo bi check Kotoko place. Omo de check Kotoko football place, quality place free.
Oh yeah.
Because Kotoko ntira. Agent bi no atam the play the abre Kotoko. A lot of the signings are near Kotoko fa because ebia kode ya bo season ewie na sa best place na kotoko de has of fuka no ni nyina nye kotoko de has na tua yo agents bi no dey play na break kotoko
oh yo yeah
enei omo ba mu obu omo akotete omo clubs
yeah
what is it into omo aye omo ade nti kotoko de has na nkasa na emu ne de titru kotoko no say na musidi asha reverse anye bia has so da form de na mom has we japade bi o pobi man ho a o kaka kra no a anye bia no waye kakra na kotoko so e afina motor wall and also wall na kotoko to no so no na impanyifo no yamma mpanyifo no fans because auto wall kotoko wall yamma no fans with TV so yanka say opinion why ade so auto wall na wo fie wo no kra won to wall kotoko to wall yamma me met radio so ma wo fans hey master wall do the temunya de na fast in si wana mu fan we so fans he mo the club na be chira na o chese kware de betim clubs and kitten no mo te Ghana ha na say be with all due respect ye fa buo fa ma wo mo no kware de omo ye omo clubs kware kwame de bia wonko bechem de na bechem fu aye ho
adwuma agama aye no
kware de bechem small club bi aye small club bechem sika say no mo
say kra ma say kra me go for the agama when you say stadium I said that's why on the advance stores for the
omo ye business so on set you ono no nya no kotoko ntimi angelic but owe japade date na Bechem United ebenye sika ye japade clubs and kense ko hwe de aduana ye omtimi ye japade na kotoko ti ha na adiketiketi yenya Bechem United all see the stance no about church so say man fans I no pettiness nkwan ya glorify ne man keten sa eno so ho asamba na clubs ni san me say omu san ho
so san ache
so omu san ache na ne mari bi ha adwen yanke kan ya wona munyai pettiness ne san ne man keten what is that
yeni ha say na bigi team kese ba ko wo Ghana ha say omu ko meeting omu appoint new MDB and I say penyon be lead team no the project and I say 4 years amaka je say masa team we any project and the
project
sa tete for the na you be you mo system
proper start and you see them
na me say kwame say na was the radio no me say sa mo tete for no mo ben clubs no a omo ma clubs ni ntumpon sa me say yes you be you say kotoko ne has ni be ye a we need to clear those people. If you say kone nimu no, we say kone nimu no. Titimram and then kane ni ye ni say, why ya club ni nye mda soto titiwo. Uka kana ni buofu, uka kana ni buofu. And name 2026 na juju. Aden. Why ye juju sama kotoko 4 years in ye club ni tini papa no. Uka kana ni buofu, uka kana. Ba ku bi misiana ni buofu sama uka mono. Kotoko supporters no muti abruchire kotoko ne has bebe ko resi contributions ankofo ye for juju kore meboa ko read the contributions a omo ye for juju na wo so ti abruchire na wo wata musika de ama obi say yes ye ngigi sika nko ye juju ko has say binyansa ben na wo what is this na sa sika no wo fa motivate omo bobo no
no more jimana
kotoko ne hansi be bobo asankofo no more clubs no o Messi cross because e ho no be didi pa
ono je duro di chen tatis kwa ku na
ne duro no kwa mo ye okoji sika na onko ye da because kotoko ne hansi me say kotoko ne hansi be bobo no o didi kotoko ho papa ukoka o shawa na ne buafu me fa ho ben what is this enem 2020 Messi sankofo no on twema ho da omo a na ye bibia wo kotoko titiri kotoko omo be house do omo na twi kotoko ne sign no kotoko ne hasi bigi wote chama solo ho
chama solo ho pa ho
Why mere?
No office one on the nipa do say na ko ho.
Eh ndesi bebre.
Ko ye den ho.
Ko jiska ko yo operations.
Kamiro.
E bobo wi enumere ni chaba so local hospital.
Meteti sika bi a ye say omutua for operations pa.
Koko.
Nti ni nyina no amfa kotokwa anhye.
O say ya adwuma nka o hye.
Ohun.
So ko kan
ya. O say ka kotokwa so sia nka o meka so mujuju ni na ma kotokwa hye yesu ohun.
And away come and she so be kasa e den ati ofie kwan obi dan ti udan chi
nto be ka den
nti ebia na ba bia house ko ye no wa chen kotoko bia
na ball na ye di eni hwe ball na big ball na ye nyina di eni hwe ya house of folk ball 10 against 11 no emma a omuni football mu kra no bebre na ehun say house e ball numerical disadvantage no omunya coach bia oye enioma bia ma house of folk team no etimi contain kotoko Dentro na obi ebo didi abaso
operation fund obo mfa wo ame
me ka sem say me dey besu dia no say boy na ye boy no obi be ka say maybe say okọ aha say so okoje mu abi na obi di amfa no obi ehun say didi ensa no adwuma na ma aha so ewi ni ye
sure
enye baby obi koye
baby
say dia obi be ka say house of folk ko baby but house of folk ball 10 against 7 enye baby okoye na ma ni wi ni ye eye nyo baby omo ye ni ye o pitch ne so etu de wadwen ko a de
enem team na sha ayomu o team no lusu dia ye coach na ema team no lusu team ni sha dia ayomu juju na ye wo so for come 2026 na sokotoko ni be ye yi a se na wi asisi ko no ye yi o mu free system ni mu a wo.
There are times I coach at G League or my discredit coach. So I'm on a year, mama coach in G League. But coach Corona results in him in the almost same Pamu coach.
For coach the day, Oguma Semna big.
Ogum Papa, Oguma Semna big. Na say Ogum tin a leg.
Ogum G League, I say,
operations for but time and now results in him going. I'm Ogum Yadi, and then they know operations for
some those people, eh? Me say make it say omubu afudi matam me mfa ho ne mfa ho kira mo de mo koso kwa me yanka
na yakwa Africa na ya nye operation
so kra o so pema o de jimia na
ma bi ta kwashe na mi bi ta kwafu yakwa Africa ya nyana
na na
bi kwanya nka operation yemfa enko group stage say they be our first round
e betima ba se work for ne de na no
omo de na no chiche ye de no okay saudi amajatu go ne work say me obi frame me je list o
sa
oh yes work players no
how they okoye
am ko operation
master e de no
ewi ase no
okoye juju eti
ewi ase na ko lutu akra
I don't know. Kaka and football in Frama azan or more now. Football
now if they from it, we could be a whole book.
But your mamma any mru. Me say enra na me share Timbi Wakra the academy. A hobo bridge. There was a big clubs in the and academy gives no more bono. And I me share san am say Kofo ye niema wo.
Yeah.
Nkwada wo be less than 20 years even under 21 team. So these we ye back up a lot of tournaments na kokoso e bia na omone PG mi akobo teams ni bi o Ghana ha o. Onza wonti hu dede.
Debi wonti.
Ye wa Ghana ha division 2 clubs. A player ko Barcelona ko Chelsea. Me boa wonti hu dede.
Wonti.
Makotoko ana has a player enkotwa ne ho loan bi kra wo ebia Spanish club kit bi hey ano ho yan ebeka ho asem 2 weeks isan say yekotoko ne has fo master mo me ni mre o ye be wie season yan che be start the JC baba yanka we anyway JC de na ye
oh yes
mo mama ni mre o na nkofo de football ni dwane o Begin patch your rap here,
Gogu.
Your rap, most
Gogu. I am the right man for the job. And I am not near the chair, Juma. Coach Prince Owusu.
The says he said, Obian Pamonwana.
Oh, so Binkas will be Pamo, but also your right man for the job. I can't have to folk show. Oh, Kumasi Baba Sports Stadium. Your father said what tip and so on had to folk and I had to folk a show. Until no net than Chaya. Oh, your right man for the job. When Chile says, oh, so you are the right man for the job. Because football is Numa. Meboa. Until the Obaya Park and so on, no nebetche. Kumasi Sandiko last season, Echo Young Apostle to whom Echo Kunya draw. This season, Kumasi Asante Young Apostles. So what do you expect? Last season, the Young Apostles' performance wasn't that bad, but then your performance are this season they are not so bad. Maybe a Young Apostles are done, and you're good for them. I'm not sure almost San because they are part of teams that are possible to move to me call relegation. It is almost the San Nema they are. They would want to use Kumasi Asante as that turning point. Imagine how motivated Young Apostles will be. Say niema nko ye na wo se sanniema no wanya obi anhye na mfanse sanniema se Kumasi Asante Kotoko. That is the big motivation for Young Apostles. It's omu game no muni Kumasi Asante Kotoko bono. They are attaching every form of seriousness. But yo Kumasi Asante Kotoko akwaku emma ye wure mfi said this year 2026 Kumasi Asante Kotoko about 7 matches we winning 1. 7 matches 7 we winning 1. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. 7 matches. We're winning 1. We're draw 2. And we're losing Mako 4. It is all Asante Kotoko. Sa performance we any performance except for Asante Kotoko. Say a club as big as Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now out of 7 matches, only 1 win. And a Kumasi Asante Kotoko bobo kunenya. Depi. Baroka no nzusu wia. The summer game ni ye tricky ni say kwaku Young Apostles so last 8 matches on so win 1. It dey feel say we Kotoko ye no kre. But Robo 7 now win 1 am to mo 8 na me win 1 na omro me so. Looking at the recent performance of these two teams. It's easy. But Asante Kotoko will be a turning pointer. It is this game. Obi am force coach pin so say on konko win. But say win to be win you don't have to lose against your Apostles or Wenchi. That shouldn't be happening. For media Kwaku on this summer's game, I am foreseeing another drawn game. Yes, these are two teams a bad danger will be Peniaman and Yonkosa one shadow. Summertex Ibo home. They are very strong at home. Mediama on the other hand. There have been times I Mediama kwa away kwa peke points. Anyhow. Or back home no abesha or kwa away no ashe baby. Because Mediama this season league na yebon kwa we lose 2 matches. 2 matches and a Mediama lose. Or lose week 3 against Kaela. Or lose week 3 we you know. Or boya 17 matches unbeaten. 17 matches unbeaten. And Obe lose week 21 to Nations FC. From there, on San Lucy BM. But if you want to so bad, the last match he played in the league against the Diana Stars, now you draw. It's immediately Makwana or Kwa win on Peso Bessa Kwa Lucy. Should have to focus win, no more close Gabro, and it's going to affect Mediama's chances of winning the Premier League. So I'm foreseeing another draw between Mediama and Samatex. Has the end, so I'm seeing a drawn game.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
I was saying I have to focus. But I have to focus seriousness, no, the attack Kotoko game, no. On first seriousness, the attack become Chelsea game, no. Some of board also has to break certain things as insane come. On to me, she has.
Yeah, big motivation being a change, say, media may qua we now buffy.
And no American, says a senka has a share. Me boy. But I have to focus on me, no. Kotoko game, the seriousness, no, the boy, no. At the South Real Madrid and Ibreno on the ball Barcelona first round, no. Because now I mean Yamala cassette yomo.
Okay.
Has for let's say Patrick can see do some buzungu ball. It's no more back Kumasi Baba Bechelom to Zungu ball, no Bechelom. It was a different mindset altogether and a half for the buy. But against Bekum Chelsea, it will fear. Aside to has any idea will fear, but Bekum Chelsea down and one to be Baby losing game away.
Let's see.
I'm seeing another drawn game in that encounter.
May I see? Mamenya birthday wish we be happy birthday enko Emma Nana Yao Meinsa oyo dokuso ene chinaman konfo at Edum Afrancho message way from Honorable Nyame Francis Jr. ɔyɛ assemblyman ɛwɔ Kentenchire nti ɛno no nti nana Yao Ming san happy birthday Kwame.
Bagu won say yankasa yenya Kentenchire ne wife ne sister Penny Pana say nyame adoma 28th of this month ɛwɔ Pakoso Presby Church hona the final funeral rites of Madam Annabella Puma Ewa do na friend Madam Anna na yenu ebeti na baso nti nyame adoma 28th of this month adofo ne obibia meja yintimi enko ka yemame esusu yintimi nkopɛ ne baabi ne ontimi nkoda Madam Annabella Puma Ewa do na friend Madam Anna 28 yakwa koja ne kwan kra na onso nyame ama ne baabi fighting.
Okay. Enti Kwame say dia ene say say yedisi okay Kwame say yes we see advert no so
na me ka say yankasa yenua Kentenchire ne wife ne sister Penny ana che say ono so e dia to yenim say nyame adoma 28th of this month ana Madam Annabella Puma Ewa dudu na friend Madam Anna ono so ye ja ne kwan kra ewo Pakoso Presby Church 28th of this month ya ewo Pakoso Presby Church ana ye kwakuja eye Madam Annabella Puma Ewa dodo na friend Madam Anna na che say ono so ye ja ne kwan kra nti Nyankopon eso so ye hwese obeti mama ne baby party nti adofo nyina so beja ye ne ntimi nkosi ye nuaba no
Kwame nyame nhyira Biggie nyame so nhyira o nti yebet ma MCR take over na afei yenu anam so be advertising so atwa so ekopon enkam ho yebehia ajuada
ana ye me say who ye fantastic PL say dear we in charge ankasa Lawson layman capsules amma sisi no ko tojuma ye den na wo niyo so Lawson Lotte Mr. and let's see you. I'm always what if you want you're free to come so I say for semi boom round one. Me matentia Lawson Lotte Mr. Lawson layman capsule. More your bem more na Lawson Lotte Mr. Lawson layman capsules. Do you know why you feel?
Delay man capsules and din fedu watchede kronkwan eno and a low care mixture so appeal for a ma woman nufo anyone I want in fedu watchen son ka
FDA aje edwede nkrato yi atomu
Abusia Lawson Enterprise yabamoba eye one stop shop for drinks beer ope e dey akoye program ayaye fro abedin to a party and now say ye and somebody na ope say eye doko a ye wo Fanta ye wo Sprite ye wo Coke ye wo malt any assorted soft drinks beer we here bia and na eba de and also anu den kakra na so wo eye club eye Savannah eye Hunters eye Panache and now say case I would do the announcement of a mudia here, ye bemobi, ama de kwakwedi ujuman. And Sadi be a whoopebia ubenya, a marine fee, say a but bitters I just wouldn't swear. Lawson bitters assaulted. Whoop a ginger non, whoop a dear he, ye winning be a wahadamo, out of a a ye Lawson Enterprise in Kwa, and as a we seek a some, I would they ever and someone a one noa, which me back, and me a moan Sunday be, and the program. Oh, yeah. Babetia and some beer wope any dudu beer wope no ubenya the fako a 2-4 and ye de emo and ye Lawson Enterprise we nye baby and into wuba now we do Lawson Enterprise e wo kwada so hwimase and some beer wope any dudu beer we here no onsa beka hwehwe Lawson Enterprise e kwai e wo kwada so hwimase ye ni rollers e di hwe ni mo fe number ye guasi na ye monkomo Lawson Enterprise, one-stop shop for all drinks. Lawson Enterprise and Sahudu Yina Jeswuniha. Lawson Enterprise.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, as some more.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friendly Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friendly once now.
Hey, that's you. Improve car. Yeah. Captain was key to double the action.
Sasso spray. Monsieur Fene Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso
Come tom preko.
Tell me the tell me what you say, na me sa ko fa pani. Hey! Kwati adawrumo, me yonko kwati. Na dawruma. Enu anwumre wo ye aduane asori wura dem ana me fefe me se adabo no. Ana kwati ebere meduru. Eduru de bere me no se Lawson heba Mr.
Na me sisi me pechi. Ani me ho na matwetwe me. Ani me chese madwonku. Ani me sei. Na na won kan
me do futwa so. Empre ho enya no nko. What the Lawson heba ointment.
Me sisi me kotodwe ni me pechi. Me ho na me yaw. Mintiwa na etwetwe me ni nyina. Me no ye di Israel. Eko me benefit ko mu yaw na ha no. Ono bie no. Eko na malaria ni die. Etu asie bekude.
Lawson Herbal Clinic 0242 133 577.
Hwese wa malaria test ansa na wafa aduro yi enya ma apenfo emma warema wo manofo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu.
Lawson Herbal Mixture any Lawson ointment ehun asedaye
FDA aje edwede nkrato yi atum.
Ye friend Dr. Lawson opanyi kwanchefo ameda Lawson Herbal Center ano ena motimenka ene day. Enu ne yemiensa ene wo edwa emanso. Sebe dodo na nimu no. Your Lawson law care mixture ho. Ye kan Lawson law care eye ema ne mema edru. Mechire enam ensayare edru. Edru aye tatafe a wo ye oba ana wo ye bema na se onya infection ana enam ensayare bi te say white ana gonorrhea ana syphilis ya. We ni edru abetimi aboa wonnom a ekọ emmabiem. Ana we bema na dwunso moja wo so dwunso no bema mo hyehyew emu kekaw emu ya wo ya ana okọ agya na so a wawie no ensu fitaa bi sebe ochim na ifudem eba obema afon kra ye keto a mufutuna dawroma ebi o Lawson loke onuma ebi edu aye kama amwani age sanso na ye Lawson Herbal Mixture ho Lawson Herbal Mixture ye ka Lawson Herbal Mixture malaria do tatafe ye ka Lawson Herbal Mixture honam ye wo duro we ena de obubu dem a wontimi nante kra no onu 10 bottles no asori dokita poma onu 5 bottles na atom ne poma akun na sisiyade ne de komo sisiyade kra ema Lawson Herbal Mixture obi eba no Lawson Mixture bia honam ya wan kasa de ohudu biem to be o ya adwumadene bia ebia Dr. Lawson bi ho adanse ama Lawson Herbal Mixture delay man capsules Sedro ya meka ho asam me mpese meka sa ache wo ho esanse me numbi me na me nim di wom every 18 years ekopo nkokora wan fie so de wo ye bema wo no ho kan ko mpa so se wo de boss wa na ho esana pa ana 1 year wutimi no ho kan ni na da edra me Dr. Lawson metimi adi ho adanse a kyerɛw ewa anigiem ene akokoduom ene ahofamam eye dra me dia bedwa so a ye fe no Lawson delay man capsules Lawson delay man capsules say delay man capsules ameka ho asem we kum ni ebi wo mu bi kokro no so ebi wo mu bi na he say nwe we ya ni nyina say kum ekuro yawa ewo ni paduam we okuro anawo ya eduam okro ebi wo delay man capsules ni mu bi eto be man ekuro anaye ebi kuro abema we ni adu ebe kum sa ohaw ni nyina ekuro na aba osisinim ena ontimi no hokani na anase we de boss wa na ho esanu wo bo mo de si no ama no ho anya hakra na obeto yo na ade e ba sa ko ha oba no ku oba no ohunhun mu etidala bia wo hwemi bia pedile man capsules ni bi no eno ne adura wo no obeti aboa fa Dr. Lawson me number no me si aduro no ya to peti ba bia be ko bia ubenya bi ato anom me number no ye 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 and a second number is 0248 61 99 99 0248 61 99 99 Medasi, Dasene, Dr. Lawson, Messanu Asia.
Everything. Kel Charcoal toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal toothpaste. Kel Charcoal toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, Sametra Sapapadia to a mammy man for Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is several buying, a man swing, Nasasu Mama Hotel so a will bedroom.
Kel Charcoal toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Abusian Lawson Enterprise. Yabamoba. A one-stop shop for drinks, beer, or pay. And they program. Aye fro. Aberdeen to a party. And now say a year. And somebody now pay. Say a year dokwa. You were Fanta. You were Sprite. You were Coke. You were malt. Any assorted soft drinks. Beer we hear beer. And na a bad day. And also I know a day kakrana. So a club. A savannah. A hunters. A panache. And now say case. Hey. I would body in our smell of a moody here, ye bemobi. I'm at the quackity with you, man. And so they be a whoopee be a ubenya. And my refi say a but big test. I just wouldn't so Lawson.
Ukraine enemu yade a wo se nipa no wanya nidaso na enemu yade na dwane enti enne amuzu nkomomu no yedaso agina osa ye medofo on say last week any launch ye duro bi wa ha ye frɛ no amuzuke heba mesha amuzuke heba mesha esan haban enubina enua hini enura doctor amexe ediaya amuzuke no media mekase aduro ni kra ye reloaded because emua ye do too much amuzuke reloaded eno asem ena making medofo na wonhwe last week ye hu niema bi aya na ya nkasa nipa so ye kwotwetwe osa ede ema ye hu eti ene ye toaso na wonim se wodadwene ne wokwada na wo baby wa complain stomach ulcer sa wonim obi typhoid fever tene so sa eni adura wonom ya ka kye ne se de any problem last stop Dr. Amuzu waye amuzuke heba Mr. Diaba na se posa heba anom ani womo ewo mrom ani ade no omu nyina agi amuzuke ni bi ade agu honom enti se bia eye wo se na aduro no me de menya bia ta ansa na ye modin no na ewo dwaso ansa na ye nka Dr. Amuzu aduro bia no na ode akoba bia ebeben wo ama wenya bia to enti hwe amuzuke no se wokọ heba shopa onsa ebeka bi osa yade no ase duru se etu yefunu ni mu kuro se wokọ hwe se de picture ni bitie na ye test ni bia wo bo won ma boni ni yefunu ni mu o eduru won ma eduru emergency because anu de si afa na nkontem kra obetimi ato aya no wonse edo etisi ye ka se ulcer na se wo bia dwere ye ne se se ulcer de ebekọ medie nya se menya aduro bia nom na ekọ medofo eboni wotokura atu adwo afampe to breme enti e wo se wodi wani abdin wani bre nyina ekọ so se saya de we die metu ase e de afio na de enta ye de typhoid ne ka ho ne se wo mo ba ma doctor hwe wo mo ni nyina no wo be hwe no na dodo na nso typhoid fever esane nemu medofo enti ye treati ya de no mienu e de amaw ama ho ato yesu ade ya akonanim no wo be hu aduane bi a wo ye ulcer patient kwa eni se wudie niema bi a eni se wo kra no wo ye ni ahonidie ye wo se ekoso enti je Dr. Amuzu namba yi wa wo ulcer edi how many years what the any doctor nkasa na anim say ulcer so yetimi koye test wo humpo me say ye waterful inshire so Amuzu Junction woji doctor number na say doctor ba me ba nyina me pese mo hweme say anyenye bia ulcer no me de na ye de himpo wonim say gumu different on 0247 77 6743 0247 77 6743 Sadia Osa Bejane. If you say your number 1 doctor, waya muzuke heba mesha diaba. Na ye de be machi osa. Any typhoid fever no ye be machi ni boot for boot. Aji se obia na soya de te say yare. Sani pano ena ne osa betena ne so because Dr. Amuzu kase ma ye dro we diaba. Wa wunim se ebetu yade na ase efiri ho. Eti ene so aya Amuzu na betwi wani abotu biezia. Ene na yade ne se timu so ase timu so. Saafo no na aduane kakra bi to ne yam na afa ne yafunu no emu bu mfumpa na se mu ne wo na abekọ no ayiri ne mfumpi dendende te se kuraba yade abutu ho hadan ya osime yafunu mu keka mensunu mu wo me no medofo na ye ka Amuzu no nti wante mesi ya fra aduro ni sei Amuzu heba mesha oka oye ni no nyina ye superb ni nyina ye sononko afetie ye ka osa Dr. Amuzu no mu asuade akonkan adokotafo mu medical terms no omo se eyekuro be se eyede eyekuro osa eyekuro etu benya doctor bi so ogina ha na bi ekuro bi ato obi na ho a wei eye leg osa enti osa no eyekuro na yewo mu ahoduo pi eni ba bia osa na ankasa no etimi koto ti ebi te se peptic ulcer sa peptic ulcer no eno ne ye de ekoto wo esophagus no ehu ye ka esophagus aye nyew e kire se ba bia udidi a eye dey ekofa no obi si mi minimu ana on se wo bo ano ho ho no bo se yade yi bi betimi akoto esophagus no na akwa akoto etoda so e wode eto wo yafunu mu stomach ni ma o se no na make se koboni tokuro ni wo inside ye na adru emergency ward eno de na wo se etumirika ede woko na ya wode no so koto udiodonum e ka se udiodonum a chese the first part of the small intestine obo on ma say etoda ni nsuno no ankasa no dabre asedi ye yi ba ko ato ne de pane ewuwo memu dwane papa ebra wa hu say osa no ekeka ne ho anasa ne symptoms no asori na ne yam eye ne ya no eti ye wo me aye bebre abon say osa no na akwa akoto ene ye wo test ahodo bebre so ayeye ti say wo ba tafun hia so Amuzu Herbal Clinic obo okra ebe hwe ni stool because ye besua de na akodu ba bi say etoda kra bon say stool no waja nan no bo say na ebi kra ani no mpo na asa akoye black ho no wonti ase ye be ba be kire omu de nti aya na woko a bombala tre so a na aye tumsan na uba hu say wadin da say de oye ship mu adwuma na okaka kire na dan me say nepa me say ade bia me call ye say ani say tuntutu ode hwahwa no onim so yare eti ebi ho aye hwe wo mogya mu ebi ho kwampo aye tube a ye de fa wo wini mu a ko wo yefunu mu a hu say camera wa no eti em ye hu say wo ho no na aboni tokuro o say ade an medofo say se ye kire mu a ho yare fun papa so ni mo bi a wa complain osa no acha manemra Amuzu Herbal Clinic efidie na Dr. Kwabroche kofa bae no ofa omo nim yusi nso e kan ho eti wo ba wo complain no otimi ma wo wura dan bi mu otimi dofo kwa se obi be hyew ti results ni nyina beba ne ho e ho so de ye nya wo lab enka se kofie bra chena bibia be ye bia papa tu pa na wanya wade na se wonim se ye lab bra ho wo ba ye be hyew ni ehun se osa no e ye de hin eti ni ya ka se ewo ba bia wo bon se osa no na akwa akoto na fetie we mu a mu decontaminated food aduane aseye aduane anyinya anka sa akobia aduane no so no wo hwi aye no wo kra so anyinya awanim asa de wawe paracetamol no wanyinya awanim meanwhile se o mechanic come yama bibia nsi Sa emuwa no H pylori you know. O se na afra aduane na aseye no a emuwa no afra kofra asede no. Nyankopon so ni nyansa mu no. Said ye wo ye funu mu no. O ye biggest scientist man. Na o se bia wudidi acid a produce a digestion ne koso no. Ye funu ni mu no. Wadi kete bia semu te se eye protective layer. Ye beka se eye mucous layer. Enu e bo ye funu no ho ban. Said ye be ya acid ne bi koso ho ne nkotu tokuru. Sa na ye funu ni mu tie. Etu on say last week ana mi chire mu chire say obo wa ne hye no kura ne tutu no a wase mo kope painkiller ye mo bibia din mo kope painkiller mame ugusha wo num sa NSAID ni bebrebe no painkillers no wote wa afa de kata fefefe na nyame de ase wo ye funu no ma bo ho ban se de be ye ho nkotu tutokuru no afa na e wa awai ade no na etete fe de ye funu no ma to ho mpan ti ase de ne koka mu se na wo mu tokuru ekuro imagine say ekuro na wo de bibi anu ohye akokam e de na be mu dwa o papa etinuti na ya na to da bisa wo aduane no koto ne yem sana na obu faso no wa hu ne ma we no edura ba on say doctor tetin ahaban ni bia ya de fa fidie ma ye hu sa ahaba we ya antibiotics na ye den wo hu sa nyansa ko hu say sa ahaba we ni ahaba we krampo no kosa osa che say ya chede ne haba ni bi antibiotics a ebeboa ayi wa free stomach ulcer at the same time you were free typhoid fever ni mu also me catch you say na ye lab na ebi mu ulcer na all right but almost what typhoid fever no doctor who say me won haban bi mako nsia bi a etu typhoid fever say me won mako nsun bi wo nso a enu susu no etimi tu ulcer say hey me ye ne mixing pitoria me ma ankoto typhoid na duro na wasa akoto ulcer duro sika say ye me ka bom etutu ni nyina say na wa winim typhoid so ne kon ya ta wonu ma muzuke a wo di akwanche yare mienu e de afiri ho na hye enano na edi pii ni baaye no onsa na me ma ha ba ku bi aso e wo benefit be me nsama ni padua no se a wode amuzuke we e baaye no odi ahaban bi a mama dika ena wode mahogany aka mu na anim de ye mama eyi menstrual pains just say amuzuke ni de ade bi a ye pen ade bi a ye jaw eyi firi honum yey sister bra ya tuwa di papa sadie na wo beko heba shop na wakoto amuzuke heba mesha na wanom na pamu stomach ulcer no edi afiri ho yegusu afi nyina ye hia ye ulcer adisua ne de wo behu symptoms no wo behu niam ekotwi we ba we enti ene wonte kura no wahunu se wonni aduane anyinya wonte kura wahu ba bia se ulcer no etimi toto wonte kura no wahunu se ye yefunu no mu no kete bi semu a wono no mu niam bi emfa wa awayade no ma fe acid bi nkotu tokuro ewo yefunu nim wono se wunyanya ulcer mpo a me say ya brabe ye lab no awonda so ne be ma obo on mo di aduane bi wa se ne bo hyehyehye no ene de keka ho ya ye ulcer test ni bi bratafo inshaye so amuzu junction mo amofa card se de mo kokro from no e mo twama akofa moro market wo mo kota for 4 miles wo funu bi aho wo say mesi wo ba bia doctor amuzu ne clinic no e wo no amuzu e ba clinic ho na mesi ye wo kwa ho pe billboard kase su obowura ho wo de oba won sa ye chichire o bibia ye wo eno de wo se ye wo pressure o wo muduro de ani o eno de wa ba clinic ye be ye ni nyina bi na mom asama hye wa no me be hwe se me wo osa na fei ye wo lab no na wo bi a ani da so aba ne se amuzuke heba mesha ebetu osa se e de afiri ho medofo fra Dr. Amuzu number no 0247 776743 0247 776743 that's ne ye twaso na kai say edin bia ne aduro bia ya Amuzu dikan no na sa aduro no na ye special na sa aduro no na ye sononko na sa aduro no eyekiko ankasa etuba ye den wo bepe bianom se de wa ba wa ye abefo no eye amuzukeya heba mixture ose dro tatashe amuzukeya heba mixture he ose suro se drei amuzukeya heba mixture me say osa bedwani wa afimu amuzukeya heba mixture ye osafo ye bebo ahrusie ye bedi ahrusie fise ye ni da so na nkasa aba na enesa wo ba clinic wa be ma wanya prostate no yetimi ehyew ye wo mfidie mu apatare de be scan e de abehwe wa wo prostate no enti no wa ba ho ame ahyew afa enesa wo ba ye clinic wa wanya enemu yade te se gonorrhea syphilis any chlamydia ne candida bi oba bacteria bi infection bi aba wo engine capacity wo be ma ye rashes bi agu be ma ne ho ato santre te se de ekwache yase a me se aya abra ye clinic ho ma yen hwew se ye bacteria benia e de be ne how many years na de ye begina so ye drama na mom so aye busy pa in as much as say yeka all say dro no unim say ye dro bi nso wa abonten dada eno ne amuzu pi eba mr no eno ne tu namu yade ase yes happy no amafo agi atomo na wo de wokoti go no edro be na wo no ma da so si uso sa no medofo wonum pi ni bi se wo ye asomre na wo to 4 me so to say wo to 9 na wa ma ho say bosumi we no he me ho beka me dwe se de yetima moto amukra na me kadue base me nyamu da mama me ho 1 month me num amuzu pi week bia me num to aba ko awie week bia me num to aba ko awie uwia unwie yo uwia abesa akoye lab tiafia wo ye lab ne e ka cho se ye wo so nsa abroba eno de wo pa fa ne se press no anopa awie anwumra wo koda eti amuzu pi no de ebetu namu yade enso de asifiri ho eti enuro bia amuzu dikan no eye papa 0247776743 kai say sebe ma woti ase a wo be ma idie wo mani wuda that's ane ebehia
Lawson FM and Lawson TV kasiye ya de bramo da bia
yamma yimo ene nkofo amaso nsam de eno ane Lawson kasiye
eba na dwadie amanyasem sikasem apomden hu nsem ene aka ho de a eno ane Lawson kasebo
asem ni si ya sone so ye de projin na bramo
eno nti abribia tie Lawson kasebo anopa akasimanum amano nsiabo ewia pramtebre ene anwumre no nsia
ubetimi so atie yeye asa ahwe yeye awo ye social media handles ni nyina so
Facebook Lawson TV,
YouTube Lawson TV Live,
TikTok, X ni nyina Lawson Media GH ubetimi akenkan ye kase boyi ewo abefo tentan kase so www.lawsonmultimedia.com
obiefo nana sabere pinamai nana penkra hene chiamen menimenu ya no
ohenere ajua aprebi
nana awuku denchembo
nana ya yeboa
barima ba kwasinti amoa 22 cities
ena akonoba opoku nyako na kai se Lawson TV any Lawson FM die yenimwa
nana ye urumese
we are fantastic. So say dear, we in charge and Cassandra. Lawson the layman capsules. A mouse is no go to do my head thing. Nana, no, near.
So Lawson Lotte, Mr. And let's see you. I'm always what if you want take your fit to come so I say for semi boom round one. Lawson Lotte, Mr.
Lawson the layman capsule.
More your bem.
Oh, you're not Lawson Lotte, Mr.